I see that, Nick. Looks good, man. Looks good. What's up, Jim?
Hey, everybody. Welcome, NorCal Sports Network. That tune you hear is Rocket, called Rocket from Coma Media.
Yep.
So shout out to those guys. Allow us to use that. Rocket, it's called. COMA/media. Anyway, we welcome in Jim on bass. Joining us
Jim?
tonight.
Doing good. Thanks for having me back on. It's always good to see you guys.
Jim's got a great channel over at it's called Jim on Bass, right? Is that the Jim on Bass? And he's got some awesome interviews over there.
Oh yeah, incredible.
Met spring training last year down at Scottsdale, and he's a friend of the show, and we like to have him on. So, how you been, Jim?
Doing good. Always like tuning in. Seeing you. Usually, I'm chatting with you guys in the chat box. So
yeah, there you are.
Okay,
yeah, I see you in there.
Yeah,
good at the actual stream.
Yeah. So we had a big night last night. We had 200 and what did we get to? 270.
We got up to like 270 at one time. Man.
Yeah.
Surprised you guys. I am.
So we
training this year. Gotta get Eric and Bora over there. Get some good little group going.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So we talked last night about the big move the Giants made by signing Young-Hoo Lee. What was your thoughts on that?
I don't really know too much about him. I still got to do some research, but I think the big takeaway everyone took was 113 million. So we got 600 more million to spend. So I like that.
Yeah, true. Good point. Yep.
Yeah. Hey, let's go do it because, and you know what? I think they got about 900 million to spend because I don't think if they got Ohtani, they were going to stop because that wouldn't have done nothing.
Yeah.
Did you hear? In fact, I got an article today that Ohtani actually put it in a clause. There's rumor that a clause in the contract that the Dodgers got to spend more money.
How does it play? I mean, I guess it once in a generation type of player.
He's like, hey, and he can get out of the contract if there's change, if they stop doing things, and the team, like, let's say they do things because they're leaking oil financially, and they start trading everybody off or whatever they got to do to survive. He can be let out of the contract.
I think too, if the owners leave or the GM leaves too, that gives him a opt out. So kind of interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting how they got all worked.
Friedman's spot for 10 years at least.
Yeah, Friedman probably loved that. Like job security, man.
Yep.
I mean, it's crazy. I've never seen such a contract written in professional baseball. I mean, we call Ohtani a unicorn, right? Well, it's in more ways than in one, and his ability to play and be able to negotiate contracts. Oh my gosh, man.
Yeah.
Curious how that defer stuff's going to do, because obviously it's great to win now, but later on, I wonder if the team. Right. I mean, it's kind of a selfish deal because then who cares about them once I'm gone? Kind of.
Yeah.
Right.
Weekend always eventually ends. Monday comes around.
So. That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
But he did give him a decade worth of, discount. That's for sure.
Yeah, that is true.
And I think, Dan, you called it. I think the Dodgers they're in win now mode.
It's a win now mode. It's not a 10-year deal.
No.
It's win like in this year, and they want to do. I think what the Dodgers really want to do is win 3 in a row, or try to win 4 in a row and be the first team since the 1900 and something Yankees or whatever. Did they win like 4 or 5 in a row?
I don't know. I think it was in the 1920s, right?
Yeah. I mean, the last team to win 3 in a row was the Yankees in 98, 9, and 2000. Was that it? somewhere around there.
Somewhere around there.
96 too. Was that maybe the year?
Maybe it was 96 through 98. I think it was.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah. They won 3 in a row. Giants then did 3 and 5. They want to at least do that. They're tired of hearing, I always put it out there. Dodgers are going for their first World Series title since 1988. Nobody counts 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't like hearing that no more, I don't think.
They like hearing that. They're tired of that. And I'm going to.
Players are even a little embarrassed to say it.
Listening, you have a title, a legitimate World Series title since 1988. And you want to prove me wrong? How was your parade?
Yep.
Did you enjoy the parade?
First school parade.
Exactly. So don't give me that it was legit. Nobody showed up. There was nobody at the games all year long. You played 60 stinking games, okay? You haven't won a title since 1988, and I think it would be hilarious if you don't win one with Ohtani.
Yep.
Oh, could you imagine can you imagine them getting bounced out of the second round with Ohtani and
hey, he
Freeman
didn't make
and
the
Betts
playoffs
and
for the
everything?
Angels in 6 years or 7. How many?
Right.
With Mike Trout, the other best player in baseball. So there's no guarantees in baseball. It's not like, usually in basketball, you get a 7-game series, 5-game series. The best team's going to win almost all the time. In baseball, not so. You can just get a cold bat and face a hot pitcher or two. And we saw it this year. The Braves got knocked out again.
Yep.
Dodgers got knocked out by the Diamondbacks.
The Diamondbacks.
After winning the division by over 50
he did not like
games.
that. He did not like that.
Mookie Betts bowling lanes, though. He's off early for the year.
Yeah, so they're going out. They're going out and they're recruiting. Yeah, love. I think there's 2 things that would be hilarious. One's more hilarious than the other. The first one is if they don't win it. They don't win the World Series. That'd be hilarious. The second one is in like the first 3 years they fail to make the playoffs.
Yeah, I know, right?
And that's the ultimate. That would be.
Now, one thing we're going to have to do, I see a lot of clamoring for it in the chat, Dan. They want Buster to make the pick for Yamamoto. You got to see where he's going to go.
Yep, exactly. I got to text my Dodger buddy. He texts me all the stuff he thinks I don't know, and I know everything that's going on with the Dodgers. Every time he sends me, I say, old news.
Let's say the Giants get Yamamoto, then what other holds would you say to me? Because I'm kind of worried low-key about Alex Cobb and his hip. Like, what if he doesn't?
Right. And, they signed him to a $10 million contract. He went under hip surgery. He's 35 years old. A pitcher coming off of hip surgery, usually you don't come back with the same type of powers you had prior to it. Look what happened to Tim Lincecum after he had hip surgery. He wasn't the same. Mm-hmm. And he was, he wasn't 35 years old at the time either.
Yeah.
So It's going to be interesting to see how they navigate that. That's a lot of money to throw at a pitcher that isn't going to pitch, until the second half of the season.
It is. And I posed that question to Larry yesterday, and I'll pose it to you, Jim. Would you rather have Yamamoto 9 years, $300 million, or Blake Snell and Jordan Montgomery 6 years, $160 each?
I'll take those 2 personally this time, because they're not like DeSclafani and Wood and letting Gosman go. Right. You're getting 2 top-end starters. And the other thing about Yamamoto is we don't know. He pitches in a 6-man rotation. Mm-hmm. So you're going to have to even get another starter just to have. And you're not, the kind of money he's going to get for what he's going to be like 26 starts instead of what would typically be 32 starts, hopefully, for a full season. Mm-hmm. So we'll see. We'll see where this thing goes. But
I question whether or not the Giants can even land Snell or Montgomery.
I don't think they. Yeah, I think they
hoping for the Bob connection on Snell.
What's that?
Yeah, that's true.
Bob Melvin connection with Snell.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because right now the thing is that all the talk is like Snell maybe going to the Mets. I'm hearing, and that Yamamoto going to the Yankees.
Yep.
Or the Dodgers. I don't even know where the Giants are in the conversation.
Yeah.
You know,
you don't hear a whole lot of it. That's for sure.
I mean, to me, the question I have is, do you want to stop Yamamoto from going to the Dodgers? Do you just allow them to spend what they're going to probably have to spend to get him? Or do you say, we can't allow him to get both Ohtani and Yamamoto, and you bump your offer to so ridiculous that it's, do you go like 350 if the going rate's 300? Do you bump it up, or do you just say we got to draw a line somewhere?
Who's Yamamoto's agent? Is it Boras as well, or
no?
Or is it like someone unknown?
And I don't know who it is. Yeah,
because I mean, here's the thing. The thing with Yamamoto is he's going to be your top of line starter. He's going to be either a 1 or 2, right? And Farhan has said repeatedly, we're going after one of the top guys. The problem to me is depth. Do you have enough depth to withstand the whole season? Because I mean, we saw it last year. They had 7 guys in spring training. They had a bunch of guys, and
yeah,
you know what?
They don't have
some of those
guys
just didn't turn out, whether they got injured or they just sucked. I mean, you're gonna have to. Let's say you do sign that Yamamoto. That you have. What's your opening day rotation? You have Webb, Yamamoto, Harrison, Stripling. I mean, Wisenhunt maybe.
Scofani's in there.
Yeah, I mean,
who knows?
So you can't just sign Yamamoto as a rotation piece. You got to sign Yamamoto and maybe Montgomery as well, and Waka.
Slusser actually, I think she's listening to our show here because she's taken our advice and say, don't wait for Yamamoto. Go get Snell and Montgomery. But the question is, here's the question. These guys got all kinds of options. And we just heard Buster come out and say that San Francisco, the city, is an issue with some players' wives and how he loves the city and he wants to see it change. And I think bringing it out in the limelight is good because it's the elephant in the room, right? Everybody kind of knows about it, but nobody's saying anything. Look, Buster wants to win, and he's here to win, and I think he's here to become the voice of the Giants. You know, I think the fact that he is speaking and the only one speaking about this tells me that that Buster, the Giants are going to start to move to a direction where Buster becomes the spokesperson of the team, whether that's in a position of what Larry Baer used to be. You know, when they were chasing Bryce Harper, it was Larry Baer, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was all Larry Baer. That was the first. Wasn't that the first year Farhan came? Yeah, it was.
I think so.
Yeah, it was the very first year. So here's another interesting twist with Yamamoto. Was listening to the MLB radio network, and they were talking about the balls being different and a little bit harder to grip. They're a very sticky ball in Japan.
Sticky balls.
Sticky. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, with that whole thing about the movement that guys, they took out the stick.
The spider, spider tack.
Spider
like
tack.
Yeah.
Well, the balls in Japan are much more stickier, so you get more movement on those. If you notice that some of the Japanese pitchers, when they first get here, they've had a little bit of a struggle. The ball feels a little different. It's even slightly, it may be just a hair different in size. I don't know if it's size, but the guys and they were former pitchers in the big leagues, they said it's a different feel. So it may just,
Kodai Senga has, but one thing with Kodai Senga is he throws a splitter. So, I mean, you really don't need to stick them, right? If you will, for a splitter. It's more about just having that gap in between your fingers and placing the ball in there. But don't get me wrong, he still has a heck of a fastball too.
Where did Vogelsong pitch? Did he deal with the ball issue? That'd be a good question. Yeah, it's one of those.
That's a good point. That might be someone to ask if there's a difference.
Yeah, maybe he could be like a mentor or something, because I know he's been getting involved with the minor leagues now, right?
Right.
I don't. Is he still part of the organization? Because I thought he wasn't after. I'm not sure. Maybe he is.
Yeah, I wonder if all those guys are coming back now then, because that's the one thing I'm excited about, the new coaching staff getting Pat the Bat back. And it seems like they're getting more of that old school mentality. So I think if we get some key free agents, that'll be a lot better going forward. So
interesting what Will Martinez is saying. Ryan Spielborn on MLB Network said, brought up the idea of the Giants playing more day games to entice hitters to come. Interesting.
Yeah, but the problem is you don't get as many fans in the stands because everyone's working.
Well, they've done pretty well on some afternoon
on weekends.
Games, so.
Yeah,
even during the midweek, they do okay.
What kind of? I wonder what days they're going to do more day games on, because they usually do Wednesdays and sometimes Thursdays, right?
Yeah, it's usually a Wednesday or a Thursday. They have a day game. Yeah, the last game of a series. Yeah, they usually, if a game starts, if it's a Monday series and it's a 3-game, a lot of times the Wednesday's a day game, or Tuesday start, Thursday, third game.
Here's a great question by Ethan Aprisa. Haven't seen you in the chat before. Welcome. But he says, Beck and Wynn take big step this season. That's a good question.
I think Beck will.
Yeah.
Think Beck will?
A lot of these young kids are going to have to take big steps.
They're
not just one or two. But I mean, the Giants are relying on, not just on the pitching side, but Matos, Luciano, Schmidt.
Giants need these guys to step up.
They need them to step up because Eric, you've said it before. The rebuild's over. These guys have seen the major league field. Farhan drafted these guys with intentions for them to play, and he brought them up. They played last year. He brought them up, and they played. They weren't great, but they were rookies. And if I think Farhan's job is relying on these young kids being able to play. Because if they can't play, then you have no team. Who do you have that can be a contributor to a playoff run? You don't have anybody. So if they don't show up, then Farhan has to be fired, and he will be fired, because that was his job in the first place. You got to boost up the farm system. Jim, I have a question for you. This whole Matt Chapman debate. What side are you on? Because you got Schmidt, you got Davis. Chapman does offer a little more defensive help, but his offense isn't too great. It's not bad, but it's not too great. What are your thoughts on Chapman?
Yeah, initially I was excited about it, and then I really looked at his numbers, and it wasn't that impressive offensive wise. Obviously, he's a good Gold Glove type guy, but I think he hit like 240 something maybe. And I know he had 17 home runs and maybe even only like 60 something RBIs. So that didn't get me too excited. So I don't know if he's about 30. So I don't know if maybe just 31. Had an off year. Yeah, if he can kind of bounce back. And again, with that Bob Melvin connection, maybe a change of scenery. But overall, not too excited. I'm not 100% against it, but I think it's kind of a toss-up that I'm not the most comfortable with. I don't know how you guys feel. But it could be good to bring up the younger guys.
We feel pretty much the same. Yeah. Brian Iglesias says, what's up, fellas? Did any of you see the report that Ohtani was in the meeting with Yamamoto? As a Giants fan, I'm terrified of that news.
Yeah.
Well, one of the other things that's happening out there, guys, is that we talked a little bit about this contract with Shohei and the fact that he can opt out of the contract if controlling owner Mark Walter or Andrew Friedman lose their roles. So, hey, if you're listening out there, that gal that met with Trevor Bauer, why don't you give Mark Walter a call, or Friedman? See if you can get over there and create some controversy, get these guys lose their job, and then Ohtani comes. So the Dodgers fire him.
Look at that.
Dodgers release
Animal.
release Friedman, and then he says, "Okay, I'm going to the Giants." Oh man, yeah. So what else we got here? Let me pull up Ken Rosenthal article that today I wanted to pull this up. I read this earlier from The Athletic. Listen to this. You guys see that?
Yeah, you might want to blow it up just a little bit.
Yeah, I will. I'm just needing. Okay, Boras says market for player status quo in wake of Ohtani. So listen to this. He's sounding like almost kind of as I read it, it's almost like he's feeling like there's some kind of collusion again, you know. Among player, can you guys see that now?
Yeah, you got to blow that up. It's kind of low.
Really? It's blown up as big as. Oh,
Really?
wait a minute. I'm on the wrong one. Okay.
Well, there you
I'm
go.
blowing up.
You're on Twitter. Yeah.
I'm on. Let me see what I'm on here. Is that a wait?
No, you don't have the. You don't have the art. You don't have the Athletic up. You just have the Twitter.
Okay, I've got. Well, wait a minute. That's still
stand by.
Stand by. Hold on. We're
I'm gonna have to get one of these test screens and throw it up here.
Let me pull. Come on. Let me see if I can present. Let's try this. Present. Share screen.
Good point there, 420. Bauer exposed the spin rate scandal. He won't be in the MLB again. Yep.
I haven't heard anything about Bauer. I don't know if. I mean, I would assume.
I heard a little bit of thing, just saying that his agents were meeting teams, and that was it. Nothing else.
I mean, I would assume that he would be putting himself out there, right? I mean, he's a self promoter on YouTube or Twitter or whatever. He would want to show the world what he has.
He's still getting paid, right?
Here we go.
I think he's still getting paid.
Is that getting bigger?
Yeah, there you go. You're good.
Okay.
There you go. Yep.
All right. I got to switch over. Yeah, now I can see what's going on. Okay, so I got it to. Okay, so there we go. Among players and agents, high-profile agent deals are seen as a chance to raise salaries for the whole group. But in the wake of Shohei Ohtani's new $700 million deal with the, what do we call them? The bums. One that comes with a previously unreported escape clause. Super agent Scott Boras said Wednesday the market for players has not moved. Interesting. Nothing's going on. Young Hoo Lee was his client, so that's a little different being international, I guess. But the Major League Baseball Players Association, taking into account the contract's massive deferrals, assigned the deal a present-day value of $437,830, according to an overview of the terms of the deal the Major League Baseball Players Association made available to player agents and later obtained by The Athletic. By the union's calculation, Ohtani's $43.8 million average present-day value is just above the previous AAV record of $43.3 million shared by Justin Verlander and Max Scherzer, who is a Boras client as well. The market remains status quo, Boras said. No average annual value at or above $44 million. Clear evidence of a strategic and managed effort. I don't buy that. Well, maybe, because they got burned on those contracts, the Mets.
Yep.
And everybody else saw it. And maybe there is maybe they don't want to go above that anymore. But Boras, being who he is, he thinks it should keep going up each year.
Of course.
Yeah, puts more money in his pocket too.
Right.
Boras declined to specify who he believes managed that effort. The Players Association valuation used for an average annual salary report is based upon a different formula than the one the union applies for the luxury tax purposes. Okay, let me just skip through that. There was something else. Associated Press, citing a person familiar with the agreement, reported that the opt-outs could be triggered if Mark Walter is no longer the controlling owner of the Dodgers, or if Andrew Friedman is no longer president of baseball ops.
That's crazy.
The Dodgers and a spokesman for Ohtani's agent, Nez Balello of CA, declined to comment. Ohtani's contract also states player will donate to club charity amount not to exceed 1%. while giving him a suite at Dodger Stadium for all regular and postseason games and providing for an interpreter. So, that's interesting. 10 years is a long time. I think he still gets his money. I wonder if he opts out, though, then that nullifies the contract if he opts out and becomes a free agent, right? Yeah.
I would assume so, yeah.
Yeah.
The only way the contract continues is if he asks for a trade, and that
right, and then it's guaranteed. Yeah,
yeah. But it's very interesting because, I mean, if I'm Andrew Friedman, man, I'm just jumping for joy with that in my contract. It's like, man, I'm attached to Shohei Ohtani. Doesn't matter if I screw up on these trades or not that I'm about to try and make.
Yeah, but Ohtani must really like them. They made a good impression on him.
I know, huh? But here's let's get down to brass tacks here.
Farhan should have offered him that deal, but the Giants probably wouldn't let him because he said, tied to Farhan.
How did the Giants counter? Obviously, the Dodgers are going for it, and they're not done. They're going to go out there and try to either make a trade or sign more free agents. What do the Giants do? They're going to get left in the dust.
Honestly, I don't know if they can. I don't know if they can counter, because there was something that Ken Rosenthal said that he said Yamamoto's decision isn't necessarily going to be about money. It's going to be about where he wants to land. And I mean, him meeting with the Dodgers with Ohtani, Freeman, and Betts that contributes
and
to
Will
it.
Smith, the battery mate, would be battery mate.
All right, we got the chat involved too. Here, so Grand Admiral says counter by stacking the pitching staff. How do you acquire said pitching staff?
I mean, you're gonna have to sign free agents. That's obvious. But you're also gonna have to make some trades. You're gonna have to trade for a Glasnow maybe, or a Burns, or someone who can make an impact. You can't just scrape by with these cash considerations and like a player to be named later. You got to make an impact. And you got to let the whole NL West and the whole NL that you got to let them know that you're here, that you're wanting to make an impact. Exactly. You can't just let everybody else sign pitchers and sign hitters and do anything they want while you just stand behind in the dust. You can't do that. You got to do something.
And this is what makes me so mad, because the only thing that the Giants seem to offer is money, which is, don't get me wrong, it's important. But it looks like these players want more than just money. And what can the Giants offer? Don't get me wrong. We're a storied franchise. We got the history, the most wins in all of history, right? In all of baseball history.
I didn't know you played for him.
Yeah. How about that?
He's a good player.
You didn't? Yeah.
Remember
I closed out the 2012 season. Remember? I had a bigger beard.
Okay. I didn't.
He keeps turning me down for interviews.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sergio.
But it's so frustrating, and it just seems like we always strike out in trying to get the big guy, which be it. But there never seems like they have a plan after that. There's just a lack of direction.
I feel like the Giants are kind of suffering the repercussions maybe of just the whole coaching stuff from the last couple of years and analytics and platooning, and I think a lot of players just don't trust it right now. And maybe with this old school staff, is there a chance to kind of redeem ourselves and make people spread the word of, hey, it's not so bad after all.
That's what we're kind of hoping when they hired Bob.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So Dan, as a salesman, how do you market this team as it's currently constructed and ran?
If at all you can.
Can you? Or is it gonna require drastic changes?
Well, my slogan would be, we may be old, but we're slow. No.
We may be old, but we're slow. I like it.
My thing with the Giants is I don't like long 6-7 year deals for pitchers. I don't know of one that's worked out.
Mm-hmm.
Barry Zito, he did great in the playoffs in the World Series. He pitched 2 great games out of 2 or 3 great games in what? How many years was that contract?
7.
7. Okay. How long was the contract for the Patrick Corbin.
Wasn't that
6,
7 as
7?
well? Somewhere
Yeah.
around there?
How's that working out? How about Steven Strasburg? That was a
That's
7-year deal.
disaster.
How'd that work out?
Yeah. Retired.
Yep.
I can go on and on and on. I don't like these long contracts because you end up. I mean, somebody said Scherzer's contract with the Nationals. YouTube. I don't remember what but that kind of blew up on the end for him, right? They had to basically they were able to trade him and get some pieces at least.
Yeah, I don't like the idea of any long-term deal. Even Ohtani, I don't want to be stuck with someone for 10 years. That's just, or 13 years. It's just crazy.
I think that's the price you pay when you're in win now mode.
Yeah.
Right. When you're not in win now mode, you have that flexibility to be like, you know what, we want to sign this player to a 5-year deal, to a 6-7-year deal. When you are in win now mode and these top of the line free agents are on the market, you're gonna have to offer them a little more stability. And the length is going to be a little longer just so you can land them. And I mean, that's why you see Mookie Betts, Freddie. I don't know what Freddie Freeman's contract was, but Manny Machado, right? He just signed
Freeman
like an 11-year
5 years or 6 years. I think he got 6 years, maybe.
Ohtani was that. Correa, he didn't end up signing, but I mean, these contracts are. You're going to have to go over the edge to be able to sign them, and you want to give them stability. And that's why a lot of these stars sign for 10, 12 years.
Well, that's the problem is the precedence has been set, whether it be Tatis and Machado started it down in San Diego. Then they had to get Bogarts, and then Trey Turner went to Philadelphia.
Corey Seager, Marcus Semien.
Seager, 10-year, $350 million.
Bogarts.
Semien.
Turner.
All these different guys getting these deals, and I don't like them for the reason. Look at the Braves; they don't do that unless it's internal. If it's their guys that they brought up, or they're young. I mean, Acuna and Albies and Riley, and you watch. They'll sign that center fielder now. That.
They did. Michael
They
Harris.
Already did? Michael Harris? Okay, so they got him locked up. They got Strider already locked up. They may let Fried go. They have a way of looking at certain guys and saying, okay, we're going to let this guy, like they let Dansby Swanson go, but they already had, somebody else in place. Yeah. So, and the Astros did the same thing with Correa. We're not giving you a long-term deal. They let him walk, and then they bring in Diaz, and he wins the World Series MVP. I don't think the answer is going out and saying, okay, we got to stick with the Dodgers. We got to go sign Snell and Montgomery each for 6 or 7 years. You might get 2 or 3 good years out of them. Then you're going to have the same thing you did with Samardzija and Cueto, and you're going to be counting the days. When can we get out of this hole? And then we can just develop your pitchers. Yeah. Develop. And if you develop enough guys that you have a line of pitchers waiting to come up, you can deal some of those guys for position players that are young. Everybody loves young, great pitching. That's the problem in baseball is can't find enough pitching. Get your pitching staff developed, and the Giants did it before. They had what's that? Is it moving?
It's Boras writing.
Yeah. Oh, okay, writing. Okay, you got to. Okay, we can mute it when you're writing. But they had Kane and Lincecum and Bumgarner, and then they had Vogelsong, and they added a little bit here and there. Giants got into big trouble when the 2014 season ended and the 2015 didn't go well. They didn't make the playoffs, and they went out and signed Cueto and Samardzija to big contracts. And they were 5-year deals. I think Cueto's might have been a 6, if I'm not mistaken. Cueto was great year 1 in 2016, and then really after that, nothing.
Yep.
And then Samardzija had a year or two that was decent, but overall.
And then he speared Michael Morris and screwed up the rest of his career.
Yeah.
So why do you want to repeat? Why do you want to repeat that? I mean, I get it that these guys, but they're 30 years old already.
Right.
Snell and Montgomery are already 30.
I'm just glad we didn't get Correa for so long. That would have been a bad.
Yeah,
we hate. People aren't happy with Farhan now. Can you imagine if the physical would have been good?
Well, Young Hoo Lee gets his physical tomorrow.
Yeah,
we don't know what's going to.
Oh, wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that be something?
That would almost be comical at this point.
Oh, it would be.
It'd be like, oh my goodness.
Yeah,
he failed the physical.
Well, I mean, Dan, to your point, it's like a lot of these deals do blow up in your face, but I think that's also the risk you're going to have to take. Sometimes it works out, but sometimes it doesn't, and that's business, right?
Yeah, I know, and sometimes you got to do it. I haven't track records. I haven't seen one work out.
Yeah,
that's.
But they still do it because they're looking for that short-term gain.
They're looking for that short term.
Yep, it's the short-term gain. Yep,
that's what it is. And the Dodgers, I mean, if you think about it, this is the perfect time to be short-term because you got Freeman and Mookie Betts. They only got what you said. Maybe Freeman got 3 productive seasons left, and then Mookie Betts has probably got a little bit more. So this is the time to do it if they're going to make that big move. You knew they were going to do that when they didn't do nothing last year. The Dodgers did absolutely nothing last year to improve the roster because they were trying to get underneath that damn the cap. Yeah. And lo and behold, the next year they go all out.
Yeah,
thank you, Val Ramos. A lot of love.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, Val.
What's up, Val? Come on,
Val. Guess. Friend of the show, man. What do you mean?
You know what, Dan? I'm never coming on again because your fans are violent and hateful. I'm going to call the KMBR tomorrow and breaking news.
And call in after 6 p.m.
Oh yeah,
I would
trade
sue.
Dan.
I would sue. Val. Yeah. Let's see. Logan says, "How is Jim on base weird?" Yeah.
Oh, Logan Webb standing up for me. Thank you.
And Senior, don't worry, Val's weird too. We're all weird here. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have an interesting.
This is a weird show here. Yeah. and we got a lot of weird people in the chat too.
That'd be a good snippet to promote the show.
There you go. Exactly. Got a lot of weird people. Join NorCal Sports Network. We're weird.
Val is a bot. Artificial. Don't worry about it. It's just AI guy. The one thing I was going to pull here, where we're all weird here, Senior says.
There we go. Look at that.
Where was
the Shaw Show? We love you, Jim on base. There you go.
The Shaw Show. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Who did say that? Oh, it was Val. So we've got a YouTube. I'm glad we don't have a boob, huh? We don't have a boob in the chat, huh? Okay.
I'm getting hate messages. Now I know what it's like to be on Summer Sunday.
Oh wow. Hey, this one's a good comment. Jim Thurkel, they have Harrison and Wisenhunt, so that's a start. Then hope Eldridge is the real deal. Eldridge I don't think he's going to pitch. I think he becomes a first baseman, DH type guy. It's really tough to do the whole two-way thing. Reggie Crawford might be a guy.
Just a pitcher.
Just a pitcher. So if you can add Harrison this year and then let's say Beck or Wynn develop, and then you get the next year you get Wisenhunt, and then you get Crawford, and then maybe Mason Black. Mason Black, isn't he kind of built like Matt Cain?
Yeah, he's a bigger guy. He's got huge freaking legs, man.
Yeah, which is great for your legs are what give you the velocity a lot. And
he had a little bit of a down year last year, didn't he?
Black? No.
I thought
he got promoted from AA to AAA. AAA, he was He was
Didn't he
okay.
pitch a no-hitter through 5 in one game?
Yes, he did.
Was that a AAA or AA?
That's when he was still with Richmond, I think.
Yeah.
Reggie Crawford's a big guy too.
Yeah, Reggie Crawford. He's going to be a good pitcher. I don't know about his swing though. He's got that.
He's got an interesting build though. He's built like a power hitter. So it's just
right back.
Well, I mean, they have Wynn and Beck, right? But I mean, are those guys gonna be perennial starters, or are they gonna be like those long reliever, like subbing?
We would have found out last year if they actually
exactly
had him as a regular starter instead of throwing him. You know, you got an opener, and then they come in for 3 or 4, and then they're done.
Mm-hmm.
You're not doing them any favors by reducing their workload, because now what if you're depending on them to throw 5 to 6 innings, 5 times what is that, every 5th start, they're gonna get fatigued. You get to the end of the season and they'll be like, man, my arm's starting to feel it, because they haven't been stretched out. So it's gonna be interesting to see how they work it out. If they trade for a starting pitcher that's used to starting, then you don't have those issues. But yeah, that Webb and Wynn, or Beck and Wynn, gosh, man, it feels like they ruined a perfect opportunity last year just to see what they had.
Yeah, I think they didn't want to admit it.
Yeah,
I think they wanted to. It's almost like there's a pride thing. They didn't want to say we're giving up on the year. Or whatnot.
Right.
Exactly. I mean, it was with the pitchers, it was with the hitters as well. They got the at-bats, right? So on paper, it's like, oh yeah, Casey Schmidt, Matos, Luciano, they were in the league. But I mean, it was really scattered apart. They were being platooned. Their position wasn't solidified on the roster. And it was an opportunity last year to see what you have. But I mean, it didn't happen.
Right.
I mean, I don't know.
I like Eddie KS24's comment.
Yeah, that's pretty good, isn't it? Yep. Damn right. It's a weird show. It's called NorCal Sports Network, and the headquarters is in Arizona. Yep.
That one had me laughing.
Yep.
And I mean, what Dan was talking about earlier, right? How to market this team, right? I don't know if you can market it, just because. I mean, I was reading Talking Baseball posted out their projected lineup for the Giants, and they had whatever it was, but I mean, all the comments were like, "This is how to not be good but not be bad." It's just a middle of the pack team. It's a middle of the pack roster with no excitement. There's not much athleticism, and I mean, I think, in order to be able to sign the free agents, because I don't think it's all about the city or the ballpark or what are the other factors it is. I think it's a lot of it is just the team surrounding and what the product is that you put on the field. And I think in order to bring in some of these free agents, you're just gonna have to wait it out and see what these young kids do, because you can't just flip it around in a year. You can't make every trade possible and sign every free agent this offseason to make yourself a World Series contender. You just can't do it. Yeah. You're going to have to play the waiting game, and you're going to have to see what these guys can do. So, I mean, from that perspective, I don't know if you can sign Yamamoto and Snell and Montgomery and Bellinger this year, because they might just not want to come here, and you can't market yourself as a team to bring them over. You might just have to play it slow.
It's going to have to be a long game, unfortunately. I think
it's going to have to be a long game, and you might just have to see what happens next offseason. Because
I'll tell you what, hey, Casey Schmidt, I think, has the perfect slogan for this 2024 San Francisco Giants. Embrace the suck. He's right. Hey, Dan, you're muted.
Make sure he's talking about himself, not the team.
Dan's back.
We don't want to get Casey in trouble here. He's talking about when he goes.
I know that. I know. I'm just saying it's good for the Giants, though. Yeah. And it's good for Giants fans. Embrace the suck, and then maybe it'll get turned around. We'll see.
Well, Dan's back. We got to stop talking crap about him. He's back.
Well,
Anyway.
Eric, I know you wanted to get into the Buster Posey quote, right?
Oh, Dan, do you have an article right from KMBR?
Well, guys, I got to sign off, but
okay.
Yeah, good seeing you guys. Nice to be able to join you again. So
awesome,
you too, Jim.
Thanks for coming on,
Yeah.
Jim.
Hey, great to see you.
Hey, everyone, make sure you go subscribe. Jim on Base Show has great interviews.
How's the subs doing? You're up. Are you over 1,000 now? Did I see or
for what?
for subs?
What does that mean?
Subscribers?
Oh, sorry. I don't know. I have to check.
Okay.
I thought it was around 700 something.
Maybe it was.
Nice.
I couldn't remember.
So
yeah.
everyone, go subscribe to the Jim on Base Show. Help him out, man.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Awesome.
Thanks for the love. Well, I'll see you guys whenever the next one is. Hopefully sooner than last time. So
yeah, we
Sounds
bring on the weird guys here.
yeah.
Next
Next time I'll come on naked. Okay, we'll live up to the hype. Oh, wait, that's
man.
OnlyFans. I'm on the wrong website. Sorry.
Be like Jim, or not Jim. Kyle always comes on shirtless.
All right, see you guys.
All right,
easy, Jim.
Take care. Bye. All right, Jim on Base. Good
Yeah,
guy.
make sure he's got great content on this channel.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah. So, so anyway, where you guys were on the Buster article? Where was that? Where did
The
I see that?
KMBR, right? KMBR.
Article or quote, whatever it was.
All right, let me see if I can pull that up here.
That had to be hard for Buster to come out and say that because he's speaking truth to an extent.
He's
It's
the one in the
factual. It's a
meetings,
factor.
so he wouldn't say something that's not true. I can read the quote right now if you want.
I got a whole article, but go ahead and read the quote.
Go for
Okay.
it.
Something I think is noteworthy, something that unfortunately keeps popping up from players and even the players' wives, is there's a bit of an uneasiness with the city itself as far as the state of the city, with crime, with drugs, Posey said. Whether that's all completely fair or not, perception is reality. It's a frustrating cycle, I think, and not just with baseball. Baseball is secondary to life and the important things in life. But as far as a free agent pursuit goes, I have seen that it does affect things.
Absolutely. I mean, he's not saying anything that's, he's not lying.
And he got a lot there on Twitter. There's a lot of pushback from a lot of people that are saying, I mean, my thing is, he's in the meetings. He's talking to the players. All right. He wouldn't say that if it didn't come up somehow.
Plus,
Whether
suppose
it's
he's not going to
Ohtani
come out and just, exactly.
Or someone else. Someone's having that concern, and it's a fair concern, I think. And he's just relaying that information.
And here's the thing. Yes, do the players live in San Francisco? No, they don't. But the ballpark is right in the middle of the city. So if as they're coming to the game, it was 81 times a year. And if they got family that want to come watch the game, and if they don't feel safe, that has to be addressed.
And it's not like the city's horrible, because it's not. There are good parts of the city.
Oh, absolutely.
There are great parts. It's a beautiful city, but where Oracle Park is and the reputation that it gets, I think a lot of it is unfair. It's just pointing out the bad and the drugs and the homelessness and all that. But it's a lot of it's location based, and the ballpark is in the middle of downtown, and what Mission Basin or whatever they're calling it is, they're cleaning it up a little bit, but I mean it's still dirty, and there's a lot of homelessness.
You're muted, Dan.
The city needs to get their act together, and the people of San Francisco, stop. Don't complain about it if you're not going to vote in change. Don't keep voting for the same people that
do nothing.
That do nothing. Get somebody in there that actually is more of an entrepreneur. I don't know who's running. I heard the guy. Well, it's in this article here. Let me pull it up. This is from Brian Murphy here, and it was a pretty good article. Is that up there?
Yep.
Yeah.
You got it. Just zoom it in a little bit.
Yeah. Look at this. Can you guys see this over on the right, mate?
Yeah.
Can you see that? This is what ticks me off. This is what Giants fans fall for all the time. Major League Insider heavily links Giants to Shohei Ohtani and Yamamoto.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Giants fans, oh, he's coming. Look, he's just, they got other choices. Just people got to wake up and realize that the Giants are not the only game in town. It may be your only game in town that you listen to, but if you follow baseball and realize that there are other teams that are competing and want it actually more than the Giants do and are willing to do what it takes, stop falling for these, they're in on. Yeah.
Why is it that the Giants are always connected to every major free agent? I mean, is it just the media that are pushing it, or is it someone internally that is talking to the media and talking to someone saying, you know what, we have a chance to sign this guy?
No, it's Boras. It's they have the money. They know that they want to spend, and agents also know that the Giants are great for pushing up the price because they're desperate to get a star. And so the agents are out there talking, saying, yeah, the Giants are in on this. And, they throw these little things out and the media grabs onto it. I mean, all you got to do is look at what we looked at last night, Jim Bowden's 17 remaining free agents. And the Giants were in on 14 as far as the best fits. I mean, they're best fits for every free agent because they don't have anybody. That's pretty bad when you're the best fit for every position. That's pretty funny, actually.
Yeah, that's bad. That is bad.
Hey, best fit. We need a first baseman, a second baseman. We'll take a shortstop, third. 3 outfielders. Sure, we're yeah. Geez. All right, this is an article from today.
Brian Murphy.
Just a couple of hours ago, about 3 hours ago. Buster Posey, man, what a giant. The Georgia boy, this Florida State kid, this country musing, listening, church-going good old boy has turned into the ultimate San Francisco Giant, and I'm here for all of it. And that's even as he publicly called out the issues of crime and drugs on the streets of San Francisco as one reason why potential free agents and their wives aren't super keen to move to the city. I remember Larry talking about this over a year ago.
Yes.
Not the
I
wives.
remember him talking about that. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty common. Wives are the ones that make a lot of decisions, right? At least have a very strong say. And if tell you what, if you got a wife that says, I don't want to go there. I don't feel safe. I don't want to go there. And then you sign there, good luck, because half your paycheck's going to be gone in a divorce. So you better listen to your wives out there on that, right, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, women want to feel safe when it comes to where they live. I mean, they don't want to raise their kids and, and granted, we talked about they're going to live in the East Bay or they're going to live down in Atherton. They're going to, they're going to live out in Danville or Orinda, somewhere out there where it's, close enough, but in a really nice area to raise a family. But they still got to come to the ballpark, like saying, I don't know what the Giants parking lot is like. I assume they got a parking lot for their players, and you hope that's guarded and gated and all that. So, but anyway, let's get back to this. In fact, those comments are precisely why we're jock blogging about it. I mean, we can talk Buster on-field exploits all day and get all weepy thinking of him tucking a baseball in the back of his pocket on November 1st, 2010 in Arlington, Texas, as he ran toward Brian Wilson, or collapsing, exhausted and joyous in the arms of Madison Bumgarner on the night of October 29th, 2014 in Kansas City. And if you're up for that, I'll meet you at the nearest tavern and we can reminisce. But it's darn near 2024, and Buster is now launching Buster Posey, the Great Giant 2.0, and it's quite heartening. His remarks to Andy Baggerly of The Athletic about the perception of San Francisco as an unappealing free agent destination brought to the fore a topic that needed to be addressed. By addressing it, the pendulum can finally begin to move. This is the kind of important voice that needs to be speaking about Giants culture and what the fan base can and should expect. Read his comments since he joined the Giants ownership group. This is not a guy collecting revenue share checks as he checks his bank account on his phone after 18 leisurely holes. This is a guy who is attacking his executive gig with the same leadership and passion he treated his job behind the dish, built on a foundation of serious purpose, built on a foundation of a desire to win. Heck, I half expect him to put on a catcher's gear as he enters the board meetings. His move to the Bay Area with his family is a huge deal and speaks to his commitment both to the region and to the franchise. The report that it was he who met in the small group with Shohei Ohtani and pitched Giants lore to Ohtani should encourage you all. This kid who grew up in a Braves fan told Baggerly, I just wanted him to understand my level of love for the San Francisco Giants and the city of San Francisco, and for him to understand how much I've come to appreciate the history here and wanting him to be part of that history going forward. We love this area. This is home for us, and we have a deep bond with the Bay Area. I can't say enough how happy I am to be part of a group that is truly pushing as hard as they can and want the city of San Francisco to have a great baseball team. Yes, Farhan Z is the president of baseball ops and does press conferences. Yes, Greg Johnson is the chairman and signs the checks. Yes, Larry Baer is the longest tenured voice in the building and his team president. None of them carries anywhere near the weight of one of the all-time great Giants putting his word and his bond out there for the orange and black. And that's why Buster calling out the state of San Francisco streets, and perhaps more important, the perception of the streets, was so important. It's the kind of thing that can resonate in City Hall and in next year's mayoral election. One mayoral candidate, philanthropist Daniel Lurie, took to Twitter to say he heard us read the remarks on KMBR and used it as a chance to call for leadership change in the city. To use a dated cultural reference, Buster is now the E.F. Hutton of the Giants. When he talks, everyone listens. Characteristic of the winning mentality Posey always possessed, he told Baggerly he is optimistic things can change and perceptions can change. There's no reason it can't happen again, Posey said of a return to the championship years. I'm not going to pretend I know more than I do about what the turnaround is going to look like, but things sometimes can happen quicker than we think. If anyone is going to lead the way, it's this dude. He's a Giant, all in, and for a club that needs some good news, that counts as good news.
Good article.
So there you have it, people. Buster Posey is here, and we kind of called it here on the NorCal Sports Network. Our correspondent on the ground, senior softball games, called it, said Posey was moving to the Bay Area to maybe come back. And, you know, he was on the report even before the media knew about it. And so we'll see.
Do you think Posey being in the position he is in, being in all the meetings, do you think Farhan's on the hot seat? Or is Farhan?
I don't think so.
Is Farhan's position solidified for the next 2-3 years or however many years his extension's worth, and then Posey's just going to take over after that contract?
I think Farhan's the front man in title right now, but I think Buster may be calling the shots.
You think so?
Maybe.
I think he's owner. He ranks higher than Farhan. I think it's possible that Farhan, anything he does is being overlooked by Posey. You got to have checks and balances. He has not had checks and balances in this 5-year run. And it's pathetic. The Giants are the laughing stock of Major League Baseball, and everybody knows it. Everybody talks about the platooning. I mean, they joked on Major League Baseball Network that if they got Judge last year, they probably would have pinch hit for him in the 5th inning. This is what people think of the Giants. And
yeah, the fact that was put out as a joke, right? I mean, we all know it wouldn't have happened, but the fact that was put out as a joke, that's the league's perception on Farhan and the Giants.
Well,
right
it
now.
is. It truly is. And I believe that Farhan is now I think Farhan still does the day-to-day operations, but I think he's got a man over his shoulders saying, "Okay, what are you doing? What are you thinking? You're going after so and so? What are you thinking it's going to take?"
And it's completely deserved. That's what he gets, because you know what? He's had 5 years as at the leader of the helm, right? And he hasn't done anything. So if you're not going to fire him, the next best thing is to put someone over his shoulder to make sure that he doesn't do anything rash and on his own. So someone's always going to be looking over his shoulder. Someone's always going to be double checking what he does, and he's not going to be. Well, do you think he's going to be able to make a decision by himself, or is Posey going to, or is that going to be like a 1-2 thing where neither one of them can do something without the other's approval?
Maybe Posey has some type of a veto power, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think. Yeah, you always got to have somebody that has the veto power. I think they probably work things together. This is just all speculation, everybody.
Yeah,
we have no clue, really.
Nope.
We're just speculating.
Yep, spitballing.
So, I mean, Farhan, for all we know, could be still calling all the shots, but the fact that Posey was in on and was speaking, and he's now is the spokesperson, I don't think they want Farhan to be speaking as much as possible, because every time he speaks, it's a disaster.
Things get worse.
He spoke at the winter meetings. In fact, they called him off the winter meetings in one speech and had Pete Patulia step in.
That's right.
I don't know which wasn't much better.
No. He spoke at the general managers meetings, and he got peppered with questions in November from MLB Network, and Farhan defended analytics and started talking about the people working in the analytics department as they took less money to work in this great game, and and you could see almost the faces on the ex players and GMs on the set were just like, they're holding back, trying to be respectful. But I don't think the Giants want Farhan out in front as much as possible. He's going to have to speak, but I think he's the de facto president of baseball ops. I don't think they wanted to fire him and put Buster in charge right away, maybe feeling Buster needed some seasoning in that, and he can kind of look over, find out what's going on. And, as I said before, Farhan has a valuable role in an organization, but it shouldn't be out in front, being the spokesperson, making
he's
the
behind the
roster
scenes
decisions.
guy.
Yeah.
How about this quote from Aaron? I think you got a pretty good answer. I remember you talking about this before. He says, "Can you address the fact that the Warriors play in the same exact city 2 minutes away from Oracle Park and have no problems getting players? Have they signed any big free agent since moving to San Francisco?" Right?
They've signed Kevin Durant however many years ago. That
was Oakland.
Exactly.
That was in Oakland.
And that was in Oakland. They've had the core for however many years, so they haven't had to sign free agents.
Yeah, they haven't had any real free agents. Dario Saric. That's Chris Paul was traded.
I'm sure if they wanted to, they could, because the team has been so good.
Right.
If you talk the Niners are for the last 5 years have been in the playoffs or something. That's the best team in the league right now. Of course, people want to play there. The Giants just finished 4th in their own division and have not much future right now. As the way things look at it, it's just the facts.
Yeah. And, I think it can be a little different for some NBA players versus, some baseball players, they grow up in the suburbs a lot, and a lot of the NBA players grow up in inner cities, and they're used to some of the things that are going on in San Francisco, whether they grew up in Detroit, outside Detroit, or in LA, or in downtown Atlanta.
There's a little more flexibility.
Yeah, they're going to be more flexible, and they also, look at Klay Thompson. I don't know exactly where he lives. I think it's in the East Bay somewhere, but he takes a boat to work.
Yeah.
He doesn't go through all of the traffic. Steph lives down in the Atherton area, I believe.
Yep.
So
it is true that a lot of these players aren't going to be living in San Francisco. I mean, going back to the Posey quote, right? They're not going to be living in the heart of San Francisco. They're going to be living in Marin or Atherton or San Mateo, one of these nicer places in the suburbs. But at the same time, it's not just about the city. That's a factor, but it's also about the team.
The team. I think a lot of it has to do with the team.
I think the main thing is the team. It's not necessarily the ballpark. It's not necessarily the ownership. It's not necessarily the city. It's the team. And in order for you to bring in free agents, your team has to be better. And I mean,
and maybe
one
that's
thing you can
more. Maybe the shit is highlighted more because the team sucks. But when the team wins,
I think if the team was a 100-win team consistently, that wouldn't be a problem. It wouldn't be highlighted as much as it is now. But
look, the Warriors just won a world championship in 22, and we had a parade right there in San Francisco.
Exactly. It's not a major issue, but the fact that the Giants are struggling to bring in free agents, a lot of people are looking at what could go wrong and what could be the issue. And the real issue, I think, is just the team. It's as simple as that. The team just isn't as good as they want to be.
If you really wanted to address the issue, it is an issue with the city in some ways, but you're right, it's the team. But a lot of the top hitters, especially the left-handed ones, they don't want to come hit in this park. It's a very difficult park to get your power numbers up. If you really want to do something, and you got a beautiful ballpark. We've talked about it on the show. We've drawn
the map.
We've drawn the map. We've got 130. Maybe Eric needs to pull it up again and show you what we proposed.
Dan, I'm just gonna put it out right there. I am in complete disagreement with your solution.
Tell me why.
What?
Tell me why.
Okay, I'm gonna look for something because I saw something. I saw something. I saw something yesterday of the overall park factor and how that affects I don't know what
a small percentage because of the they got the archways closed now.
I don't know if it's the archway, but it's like some advanced statistic. It's either on Fangraphs or one of those advanced statistics sites, and it had the Giants at number 20 or something. So it's not the worst park, and I would say in order to get to that point, you would have to really
You're going Farhan on me. I'm just going to go tell you. You're going analytical. I'm just going to tell you.
You would have to. I want to see.
Perception is reality.
I want to see the Giants get an actual name and the name doesn't produce. If they get Cody Bellinger and he has a 10 home run season or a 15 home run season and everything is good, and then you look at the numbers and the win plays a factor, or Triples Alley takes away 5 to 10 home runs. Then
can we pull up Conforto's stats last year? How many home runs did Conforto hit?
I'm not going to put that on the ballpark because he hasn't had a good season in
I know. I want to see how many he hit on the road versus on the at home.
All right, here we go. Baseball reference.
He had more at home.
I mean, yeah. Look at Brandon Belt. How many home runs did he hit last year? He didn't hit many.
He's kind of like at the end of his career, though.
That is true. But he did hit 29 the year.
I think perception is reality to the
23. He hit 15.
How many at home? Go down below. Keep going below. You'll get his splits.
Advanced batting.
Look at splits. Go to splits.
Standard fielding.
Keep going.
Oh, I got to get on this crazy crap here.
Come on. Know your baseball reference, Eric. Come on. Look for the splits. Keep going. Right there.
Where?
Hold on.
Right here. There we go. Where is it at? Get all this crap out of here.
Oh, I hate all those ads.
God, that's all they have. That's season. Here we go. Against right-handed.
There should be a home and away. There should be. Keep going.
Right-handed. Look at that.
Right below it. Home and away.
Yeah, I see it. Away 9, home 6.
Well,
and against the lefty,
3.
12 against righties. There you go.
Any other power hitters the Giants had last year that hit over 10 homers? It was
Mike Yastrzemski.
Search up Yastrzemski. Pull up Yaz. He hit like what, 15? This is pathetic.
20.
What about Flores?
Flores right-handed.
No, right-handed.
Okay.
The ball carries in Oracle fine for right-handed hitters.
Okay, I just think the park is so beautiful, and it's like the best park in the league, or it is like beautiful. Top 3 park in the league.
Well, just get one of those like dog fences. It's electric. You can't see it, and the outfielder crosses over the line and gets zapped. Oh shoot! Let that thing go. I'm not going for that one.
There you go. Home and away. 11 away.
There you go. I'm proving my point right there.
Look at the at bats though. He also has 40 less at bats.
Is that 165 or 185?
145.
And 185 or I can't.
Yeah, 145 at home and then 185 away.
Yeah, but 7 home runs more and 40 at bats.
I mean, I think it definitely plays a part, but I don't think it's to the point where you're going to have to move the park. Because, I mean, they did win 3 World Series with the philosophy of pitching, defense, and timely hitting.
But they're not. If they don't get the pitching, man, they got to do something.
And that's, I think that we're all in agreement, right? You have to solidify the pitching first. That's the main thing that you want to get down. You want to get the pitching down.
How about who's another lefty? I know Blake Sable was a lefty, but how about Crawford? Can you pull up Crawford
in 2021?
Yeah, do that. Pull up Crawford in 21.
Let's check it out.
Belt in 21 too.
Yeah, Belt and Crawford in 21. That was the year they both had magical years.
Yeah,
the magical years.
That was their Linsanity run year.
2021. Yeah. Let's see what we got.
Linsanity.
That year ruined the future. I mean, seriously, it did.
Interesting.
Because they extended Crawford for 2 years. I mean, everybody thought that was going to be the norm.
Senior brings up a good point here. The universal DH has changed the game more of an offensive game. That's for sure. Not the same as it was during the World Series run. That's true. You got to score runs now. We looked at that last night with Larry. Remember all the teams that score runs?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
So you look at that, Dan.
11 at home, 13 away for Brandon Crawford.
11 at home, 13 away. All right. How about Belt? He hit 29 that year.
I'm going to assume he has a lot more away.
Check it out.
I want to find this thing. The park factor. It's like...
Oh, the park factor? Yeah.
It's on Baseball Savant, but I don't know.
There you go, Will. Exactly. Imagine signing with the Giants as a hitter. You go on the road to San Diego where it's 75. Then you go to LA, it's 75. Come back home for a night game, and it's in the summer, and it's 60.
San Diego. I know San Diego was actually in the bottom part of the. It was like 25th or something.
Okay, what do we got? I can't
13
see.
13 at home, 16 away.
See, it's pretty comparable.
It's not too far off. But how many at bats? Let's see. Same.
189, 192. Pretty damn close.
Wait, one. Oh, is that? I thought it was 163. 163 and 162.
That's the at bats, yeah.
Yeah. At bats.
Mhm.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I mean, I think. I mean,
eye test. You keep
definitely
wiggling that yellow line. You trying to mess me up, man? I just had eye surgery. Don't screw with me.
Put you into a damn seizure. So you want Google Earth, or you don't want to worry about that no more?
Yeah, Boras stealing my thunder.
He is.
Go ahead and put it up. I got a solution for this.
All right, here we go. A solution.
Uh-oh.
Put that map up.
There we go.
All right. There we go.
Here we go.
No Bora to back talk with me here now. I'll bring him back in. If he does a Draymond and he says he's carrying the ball, I'm gonna tee him up. He's carrying the ball. He's carrying the ball, man. He was carrying the ball. Yeah. Draymond always majoring in the micro instead of the macro.
All right, let's. I haven't seen this yet, so
okay.
Show me what this is.
Here we go. Right here, right, Dan?
They were leaving the stadium the same because that right where the arrow is, it's 309 right down the line. But in that corner right there, is it the first corner that's three? You know what?
This is
hold on.
And this is the 415.
Let me get the correct measurements with the park because I may be off and we may have been at the wrong one. Let's pull this up. All right. I'm going to pull something up myself. Okay. Can you guys see that?
I'm in Google Earth. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So 309, 365.
So this first corner cutout, you know what? It might be the second corner, Eric.
The second corner is 365 right here.
So let me go back to you. Let me move this out.
I'll just put
Did I kill
right
it?
Here. There we go.
Pull it back up.
That's three. Oh, here, hold on.
It's not on the screen there.
Let me clear it off. Hold on one second. So you got 309.
Yeah, pull up the picture.
365.
It's not on this. It's not up on the viewer. No one else can see it.
What the hell's going on here, man?
All right. After this, I found the thing, so we can. I'm gonna send you.
You see the dots?
Okay, so that third dot is 365 right there, right?
This is 365 right here.
You sure?
Yes, 365, okay. 415.
Oh, that's the 415.
Yes.
Okay, so start from the 365 and circle that thing to make it like 375.
For you're talking about for
just circle it over to the 399.
Hold on. Let me see this.
I wish I could draw that thing.
You want to go to 375 in that corner? So maybe about right there.
No,
right?
Just start right at the No.
You want
go to there. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
You want 415 to turn into 375.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here we go. So boom. 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 Boom.
Making a nice circle.
It's hard.
How are you going to do that though with the bricks? How do you play that out?
With those bricks, right? You put new stands, put some new seats right behind there.
Okay.
So about right, is that over there to the 399 right in there?
We're getting close. We're real close. Yeah, I think that's
good enough.
Right,
that's good enough.
I hate that.
And then this is still the brick right down there with the archways from 309 to 365. You still got to pop it over the wall, hit the green tin aluminum there, right?
Yep. You got to still hit the pins right here. Yep.
And now you got a shorter fence. It's about 7.5, 8 foot, and we got leaping, robbing
right here,
home run catches.
So you just get rid of all this
and make that make it some concessions or something, whatever you want to do, or put stands down there.
Oh no, I don't like this at all. If anything, I would just put if you were gonna move the park in any way or move the dimensions, I would just move home plate up.
Move home plate up.
That's what I would do.
That's a lot of work. Then you got big foul territories though.
I mean, you don't have the biggest foul territory.
Only behind the plate, but not on the sides.
Yeah.
You have a little bit more on the sides, don't you?
I don't think so. Not if you come up. Maybe just right here, maybe in front of the dugout. But down here, it should stay the same.
All right, Eric. Could you go to Baseball Savant?
Yeah.
And then go to leaderboards. And then StatCast park factors.
All right, here we go. So Baseball Savant, and then where are we going here?
Leaderboards.
Do I just type it in there?
No, it's like on the one of the.
What's the chat say? Put a poll in the chat. Should the Giants?
Oh, okay. Here we go. Let me do that real quick.
Should Giants change change dimensions or leave same? Leave.
Let's see.
Leave ballpark the same or change dimensions. Whatever you got to. Yeah.
Let's see what we got here. Start a poll.
And you can abbreviate Giants. You can put should SFG. Should SFG
keep Oracle Park as
the
it
same,
is,
as
the same,
is,
or adjust?
The dimensions.
Yeah.
Especially in right center. You can put RCF.
No, we're good. We're good.
I think it would still be a beautiful. I don't think it would detract from the park. Because what do you have behind there? You just have some archways that are kind of with the scoreboard popping through. I don't know. It'd be pretty wild to see. You know, even if it was 385, doesn't have to be 375, but 385, just to make it up.
And it's out there. Let's see what we got. Okay, Baseball Savant. What was it again? You said
Baseball Savant.
Leaderboards,
then StatCast park factors.
Where the hell is that? I see leaderboards, but here, let me
just hover over leaderboards, then bottom right, StatCast.
Oh, hold on. Let me do that then.
It's in
hover
red.
over it. See, it doesn't allow me to do that. Let me try this. Yeah, it's showing. Damn it, man. Come on. Whoa. What was that way down there?
Eric, the poll says yes, no, and the question says keep Oracle Park dimensions the same.
Oh, yeah. Here, I'll fix that. Hold on. I'm trying to do this too. Hold on. I'll fix it.
All right, everybody. New poll coming out.
Cracker Jack operation going on here.
Our pollster is
I'm not, never mind. I'm not gonna
I can send you the link.
I'm not gonna go there. Yeah, send me the link. Email me the link, man. Or put it in.
Yeah, Sam Vasquez says poll makes no sense.
In a live chat.
We're fixing it.
Private chat.
Private chat. All right.
He's gonna fix it. I agree with you, Sam.
There it is.
The Shaw Show says we need some operations training. We're working on it.
Hey.
We're working on it. Robo Woodpit says Eric has a future in robo calling.
There we go.
Will Martinez says if we bring the fences in, then we won't get free agent started pitchers, so we end up back to square one. LOL. Well, you're not probably getting the free agent pitchers anyway this year.
Yeah. Okay. Ain't that the truth?
Well, wait a minute. Hey, don't stop the Dan adjustment. Come on. Adjust this.
All right, here it is. Here's
there we go.
Baseball park factor. So if you scroll down, the Giants are 26. Look who's 30.
Petco Park. Wow.
For what? What are we looking at?
This is okay. So you can change a lot of things. You can, Eric, if you scroll up.
Yeah, scroll up. It tells you.
But you can also do bat side It's on both. It should be on both right now. If you scroll up a little more, I think. Bat side, make it left. So we can see that the Giants are 26th, and the Padres are at the bottom. The Mets are at the bottom.
When you see red, that means you clobbered the ball. When you see blue, that means it ain't going nowhere.
Exactly. So I mean, I'm not gonna put.
Wait a minute.
I don't
when you see red, it says you clobber the ball.
Yeah, that means that there's
it's like it's good numbers.
It's good numbers.
So what's blue, the 120? What's the 120 for the Giants?
It's how many triples?
Oh, triples. What is home runs?
Home runs
are
84.
84.
Yeah.
And what were the Padres?
93. So the Padres have better home run numbers.
You know, I bet you Kansas City isn't that great. Where are they? Because their park is hard to hit home runs in.
Kansas City? Nope.
You can sort it by home runs, Eric, if you want.
Yeah, hold on. Let me go up here.
Just click on that.
Yeah, I want home runs, man.
Here, I'll hit or keep it left or
keep it left, and then just like where it says home run, just like click on where that home run is.
Oh, there you go. So it highlights it. Okay, here we go. Of course, Reds are right on top.
Pirates. Let's see where.
Well, you wanted to see the Royals right here. They're 25th.
Yeah,
this is left-handed home runs. So
left-handed.
Look at that. Giants right there at near the bottom. Only the Pirates.
The D-backs are there.
America Park, worst.
The Padres are 21st though. So I mean they're not the worst. I think
let's see what right-handed looks like. I bet you the Giants are going to be in the middle of the pack. I bet you the Giants are 15 to 16 range in right-hand. Just going to say. Wouldn't surprise me if they're in the top 15.
Home run. Nope. Tied 27th.
Oh, they just suck.
I think that's the major thing, right? They just suck because I mean they don't have the players. I would love to see what these numbers are if they have the Dodgers lineup or the Padres lineup. Because I mean, a lot of it is just the player perspective.
Can we find out how many home runs the visiting team hits through in the Giants park in 81 games versus the Giants? How many the Giants hit in the park? There's got to be a stat out there. Come on, that would be the ultimate stat. What is the visiting team coming in and doing versus
I'm sure there is
team?
Visiting team. But that's not in this one.
Maybe Baseball Reference, I think, might have that. They have everything.
Check it out. If you find it,
here,
Boras,
tell me how my poll's doing.
Oh, yeah, here, I'll check. Here we go.
Everybody vote. See if we got 133 in the chat.
Oh, look at this. 52% Dan adjustments. 48 stay the same.
How many votes?
23.
How many?
23.
Oh, 23. That means 100 of you and 13 haven't voted. Come on, people. Come on. I got to sleep tonight.
Vote. Come on.
Help me sleep tonight. Go vote or
hey, but you're winning, Dan.
Or I'm just going to get a bunch of mules to vote.
It's adjusted, Dan. See?
I got mad and everybody
29 votes. Now it's 55% stay the same. 53 at 30 votes.
All right.
It's constantly changing. Hold on. I'll check it.
I'm voting again. This is I'm going to vote 3 or 4 times. I'm turning into a Democrat here. Hold on.
Dan, you know what?
Dan.
Two can play at that game, Dan.
Don't do that. Now you know what we're gonna get an email tomorrow. Oh man.
Okay. I'm turning Republican. Those dang Republicans.
Oh my God. As we lose.
It was a joke. It was a joke. Come on.
It was a
Come
joke.
on. Exactly. Lighten up, Francis.
My adjustments are leave it the same.
Can you check what the home runs were like during the 2000 Giants?
Yeah, you can change the year. You can change the year.
It says 3 years rolling. It says no, but I don't know what that's going to take in consideration.
No, don't go to that one. Just go to the year. There's one it says 2023.
Where does it say?
Oh,
that?
go to
2021.
Like,
oh, there it is. So
go to like 2000.
Where are we going here?
Go to like 2002. Well,
2002.
Well, you got to account for bonds though.
Go to 2021. Let's see what they were.
Okay, let's go to 20. Here we go. 2021.
21. There you go.
Bring this up. Hold on.
Hey, thanks, Caleb, for the $4.99.
Yeah, appreciate that, Caleb. $5. Thank you, sir. Okay, bat side. We're just gonna go both or
do left. Let's see what left is.
Here we go. Left. Here we are still on home runs.
What year is this? 21?
This is 2021. Giants 27th, still at 80 because it's the park.
Well,
Wait,
crap,
did you update it?
They led the National League in home runs.
Yeah, there it is. See? Wait. That doesn't really matter. Let me see.
Do both.
Here we go. Hold on.
Is this both?
Let me see. Giants are 28th. 78.
Is this both?
This is both. Oh, no. It's left. Lefty only.
I thought you just did. Okay, do both.
Here we go. Bat side.
They got to move into the top 20 here. They had to.
But it's the ballpark, right?
This is also both. Like, this is every team, too. It's not just the Giants.
27th, 79 here.
This is every team? Really?
Giants, actually, no, at the bottom.
This is every team or just the Giants?
And it's taken into consideration 2019 and 2021. You want me to get rid of the 3-year, right?
Oh yeah, get rid of the 3-year rolling. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because that'll
Okay.
Now
I bet you the Giants move into the top 20 in
21. Where did that all go?
I'm gonna say what are you doing? We doing both sides of the bat?
You might need to
I'm gonna say they're gonna be like
how the hell?
I'm gonna say they're top 10.
I can't hold on, let me
just click on the down arrow under 3-year rolling.
Giants 27th.
Wait a minute. Is this both or left?
2021, both.
85. What the heck? Wait a minute. What is this? 85 home runs?
No, it's not just the home runs. It's like the home run factor or something.
Oh, is this another Farhan crap stat? What are you doing to us, Boras? Just give me the freaking home runs.
This is just how the ballpark plays.
Oh, Eric, go to you might
just give me real home runs right there.
Okay, yeah. Go to factor type. Make it raw counts.
Raw counts update. Here we go. And this is on
both
sides.
Have you applied for the Giants analytic department yet?
Yes, I have. I just put my application
Here we go.
Today.
Giants are 6th.
I told you they'd be top 10.
Yeah.
Top in 2021.
Yes.
Oh, wait, that's other parks.
What?
Oh, this park.
Oh, this park. Well, it's still, all right? Wait. Do this. 22nd.
22nd.
How many? Is that every that's every team then?
176.
Wait a minute. That's every team, right?
This park, yes, that's every team.
But the Giants probably had, I bet you the Giants had close to 100 at that park this year, of that year. I bet you because they led the league.
I think that's just every home run total at Oracle. So that's both home and away.
Bora, can you tell me home runs hit between 2 and 2:30 in the afternoon at the park?
I might have to
2 and 2:30.
search it down to 7 o'clock to 7:30.
Jeez. I got an analytical geek on my staff.
Okay. This is my argument against.
What's my poll doing? How's my poll numbers look?
Oh, let's take a gander here. Let's look. So 41 votes. 59% says stay the same. 41% says Dan adjustments.
If you change it from Dan adjustments and just take Dan off, I think the numbers will go up higher. It's skewed. You skewed it.
Skewed? Here,
you
want to
skewed
do
it
again?
Yeah, do it again. Start it all over. You skewed it with my name, just like Heroku's calling me like Adios Dodger Dan, and now he changed.
Adios Ohtani Dan.
Now he changed it to Ohtani Dan. He changes his team. I hope I meet you in the championship round, Ohtani Dan or whatever your name is, new name. Oh man, I got a tough one this weekend against Ryan though. Dang. All right, we're changing the poll, everybody.
All right. While you do that, I was writing what I would want the Giants to do right now on free agents and trades.
All right, I'm going to kick
back. I would sign Hoskins to a 3-year, $45 million deal with an opt-out after year 2. The Farhan special is an opt-out after year 1. But I would want Hoskins here for at least 2 years because I think Bryce Eldridge is going to be pretty good. I think
the real best deal with Farhan could do is you can opt out after 2 months.
Right? Opt out right before the trade deadline.
Opt out 2 months. Oh man. Okay, this is how I got it now.
Dan, how many years away do you think Eldridge is?
3.
3 minimum, probably 4.
Okay. So I Hoskins to a 2 or 3 year deal, $45 million. If he wants an opt out, give him the opt out. I would also sign Snell. I like Snell. I didn't realize he threw 180 innings. I think we all thought he threw like 140 or 160. But
I think Eldridge's got a little brother coming up. Why don't you sign Hoskins to a 9-year deal?
No, but Snell for 6 years. Snell for 6 years is, I think it's reasonable. How old is he? Is he 30?
30 or 31, something like
30 or 31. He still throws hard. His
I guarantee you after the 3rd year, you're going to go, why did we do this?
I don't think so. I think Snell's velocity is still there. I think the only issue with him is really
control.
But
it's the control.
What pitcher in his 30s, Gosman is doing well. He's going into his 3rd year.
There's a bunch
of
a
pitchers. 5-year deal, but a 6 or 7-year deal.
I tell you what, though, it really tells you if you're starting to lose it. Where is his strikeout percentage? Has it dropped, or is it staying the same, or is it going up? Or that's going to tell you, because if your strikeout rate starts dropping, that means you're losing something.
I think he's doing pretty good there still.
So he should be well for a. He should do well for a while. But the thing is,
look how fast Mad Bum went downhill.
Yeah,
he wasn't a very high strikeout pitcher, though.
His strikeout percentage got better from last year. Last year, it was the top 8% of the league. This year's top 6% of the league.
See?
Oh, no, his percentage. How did his percentage?
Okay. Here, it was 32% last year and 31.5% this year. The year in 2021, it was 31. It was 31, so it's actually up. The real issue is the walk percentage. The walk percentage is at 13.3, which is the bottom 4% of the year. His walk rate has always been pretty high, but in 2022,
he doesn't allow those walks to come across the plate.
Exactly right. That's the thing. In 2022, his walk rate was 9.5. So it wasn't that.
I don't know. Not sure if I'm for it.
I just don't like the years.
Look how great Rodon was in 22, and look at what he did last year.
That's that's injuries though. That's injuries.
You got to remember when Rodon, before he came to the Giants, he was recovering from a shoulder surgery.
Yeah, so he's been injured his whole career, really.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
the Snell 1 year really hasn't had a significant. I think he had a toe injury or something because something fell on it.
Yeah. But he did throw. He threw his most pitches last year in his career. He threw 3,100 pitches.
The only thing I just don't like is the years, and Scott Boras is going to ask for those years.
What would you sign him to, Eric? If you could have it your way, what's the year?
Yeah, I like 5 years. I don't mind 5 years. You're stretching it out a little bit, but you got to have to give a little bit to, there's got to be give and take. And how much would that be? Like,
would you rather sign him for 5 years, 150?
Yes.
Or no? Would you rather sign him for 5 years but more annual value, or 6 years and with a less annual value?
All right. What's he looking at? 5 years. Let's say he's looking at 6
25,
years.
probably, right?
Let's say he's looking at 6 years,
160, right? That's what it was.
What I would do, I would sign him to a 5-year deal. Years 1, 2, and 3, $40 million a year. That's 120. And then lower years in years 4 and 5, and I have a club option after 3 years to let
they
him
won't
go.
go for a club.
I wouldn't
option.
do that at all because I mean this team is at least 2 to 3 years away from everything going right to be true contenders. I would just go for it.
Wait a minute. Stop the presses. I'm relaxing my chair right here. If they're 2 to 3 years away, why would you want Snell? Why wouldn't you just bring up Wisenhunt and Harrison and Black and all these other guys? If they're 2 or 3 years away, please don't waste your money on guys that in 2 or 3 years are going to be on the downside.
That's a good point, but I mean,
it's a great point. It's a great point.
That's a fantastic point, Dan. It's the best point of the year.
It is. It's called what was my word, Eric? It's a gentastic or
gentastic.
Gentastic. It's genius and fantastic. It's gentastic.
Fantastic.
It's gentastic.
I mean, I just want him as a vet, as a seasoned vet, to help mentor these young kids. Because Harrison and Wisenhunt, they're both
now you're weaseling out of it. Just remember who signs your paycheck, okay?
Harrison and Wisenhunt are both lefties, right? They're young. They're like 21 years old. So I think having a mentor like
it'd be great to have a mentor. Here, this is how you lead the league in walks.
I mean, Snell's a 2-time Cy Young winner. I would take the 2-time Cy Youngs with a little bit of walks.
I'm not. You know what? If I'm ready to win right now, I'm loading up front end of the contract the first 2-3 years.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's what
I'm ready to win. If I'm not ready to win, I'm not. If I'm not ready to win
in the MLB though, because I know they do that in football and everything. Because
sure they could do it in MLB. They just.
When's the last time that happened though? When's the last time it's been like a 5-year, $125 million a year deal, and it's been like $40 million for the first couple years, and it's like 10 to 20.
I don't think anyone's done it.
I don't think it's happened.
Well, look at Haniger. He signed for like $5 million last year, and this year it's like 20 or something.
Yeah.
Is it? I thought it was just 15 a year.
Yeah, he's getting paid more this year than
he's getting way more this year. Then it drops next year, I think.
Okay.
Back down.
Adam C. Snell is as greasy as it gets. Someone else can have that jellyfish.
He gives up a lot of walks, but at the end of the day, I like
Snell. I think Snell would be great, only if they're ready to do something else with a competitive team. You don't want to have Blake Snell for 5 years, and if you're not ready to compete for the next 2 years, and all of a sudden you say, okay, we're ready year 3, but we've got a guy that's on the downside now.
And that's exactly, you segue into my next point. I would sign Hoskins, sign Snell. I would also sign Montgomery or Stroman or another one of these like 2-3 pitchers to a 5-6 year deal. I would sign Fujinami, the free agent reliever from Baltimore last year. He was with the A's. He throws hard, and towards the end of the year he was great.
No one has picked him up.
I'm surprised.
Maybe it's a control. Maybe it's a control issue.
Maybe. I mean, how old? Let's see. How old is he?
Because we need to know more about him. I mean, because
he's okay. He's 29. He's he's 29. He's had horrible years in 2023. Oh, last year was his rookie year.
Damn.
So he came over from the Japanese league. He had a 7.18 ERA in total. With the A's, it was 8.57, and with the Orioles, it was 4.85. but his FIP was 4.13.
Hey, this is good news here. Maybe you'll get a Cody Bellinger year out of Henniger since he's got a player option after this year. Maybe if he doesn't embrace the suck, maybe he can like have a monster year and then opt out, and or if he's having a monster year,
or he might just suck it up and take all the money.
I think he's got pride and he's gonna want to do well.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he always does well if he's able to stay healthy. I think the knock on him is just health, right?
I think you're rubbing off on the chat, Dan. Look what Senior says. If we aren't going to be good for 3 years, then we should be trading Webb and Duvall.
Absolutely. I've said that, if you can't
not
compete,
because we don't like Webb.
No. How old is Webb?
You know how much you could get a king's ransom for Webb right now with the prices.
You could, or you could just keep him. He probably has another 7 years because he doesn't throw that hard. It's all based on location and movement.
No, I like Webb. I don't want to get rid of Webb. I want to build around Webb. But if they're not going to be able to do it,
exactly. If they're just going to keep it stagnant and not do anything, then you would have to. Okay, but this whole scenario is them signing other players to complement everything. So I would sign Montgomery, sign Fujinami. I would sign Bellinger to a 5 or 6 year deal because I think I kind of like Bellinger. He's 28, so he's not super old. I don't like the projected contract of 12 years. I don't like that at all.
I hear
I would sign him to a 6-year
we read last
deal.
night 7 years, 171 with the Cubs is what Bowden is.
I would do that. I would do that because he stole 20 bases last year, and he plays great defense. If the hitting isn't there, the one thing that is going to be there is the speed and the great defense, which is something they need. I mean, he had a great year, and I think with the strikeout numbers coming down, he had 150 strikeouts in 2022 with the Dodgers. He had 87 last year with the Cubs. So that tells me he made an adjustment, and it's not. I don't think that adjustment was just for 1 year to get the big contract. I think the limited amount of strikeouts and the strikeout percentage going down is sustainable. I think that is sustainable. And then I would also, so I'm signing Bellinger. I would trade Matos or someone else for a Rosarena, or if you can get Glasnow and extend Glasnow, get him. But I mean,
Glasnow definitely has to be a combination of trades and
hurt to all the time.
That's true, and he's a Boras client, isn't he?
Probably.
Probably. So he's going to test free agency. I like a Rosarena because a Rosarena he's not too big. He's not going to give you the power numbers, but he's a really sort of frisky player. He's 5'11", 185. He's 28 years old. Last year, he hit 23 home runs with 22 stolen bases. He had a 250 batting average. I mean, he did strike out 156 times. So I think that's the one thing with the Rosarena. He's going to strike out a little bit, but he brings a level of excitement and just.
How about that?
I mean,
kid Lee? He gets.
I mean, could you imagine an outfield of Lee, a Rosarena, and Bellinger? I mean, that's a great outfield. I mean, that's an up. Yeah. I mean, from Slater, Yaz, and Haniger to Bellinger, Lee, and a Rosarena, that's a great outfield. And those guys, assuming you can lock up a Rosarena long term, I think those guys could really help you.
Did you guys hear what? Did you hear what the nickname is for Lee?
What's the grandfather of wind or something?
Grandson of the wind.
Yeah, that's a great nickname.
Well, his dad was named Son of the Wind.
Okay.
Because his grandfather played and his dad played. His dad played in Japan. Mm-hmm. But I guess he's going to be number 51 is what he was in Korea. So nobody has 51. That number.
I don't 51. Like that number.
It's kind of a weird number. It's more of a pitcher's number.
Luis Gonzalez's number? 51?
I don't remember.
Look at Ibrahim Khan with another $10 donation. Appreciate that. He says, keep crushing it, guys. Snell's great years are when he gets out of the jams, his walks put him in. Just don't want to bank on it. Walks bite more often than not.
That's true, right? I mean, leadoff
Yeah, I see
walks,
what he's saying. He's saying
they
when he
often
puts
turn
net,
into leadoff walks are turn into runs.
You
But I
better
think
have a dynamite defense behind him because you're
that's
gonna
the
need.
thing. Like signing Snell and signing Bellinger, right? They all come with other moves to be made. You can't just sign Snell and just be competent with what you're at. You got to sign Snell and another pitcher and
Can you
another
pull up?
pitcher.
Can you pull up Snell's career there, Eric?
Yeah. Hey, real quick, D-Shot. Look at this. NorCal Sports Network, the grandfather of breaking wind.
Should we break some wind?
Oh.
Is it time,
No.
Is it time to break some wind?
Yeah, I think we're good.
Faith, that's no license for you to break wind, man.
All right, so you want to bring up Snell.
My dog. Oh gosh. She's got some stomach issues. She's only 6, man. I give her probiotics and everything. She just.
Here's a name I just thought of. We would sign him as a reliever. He's coming back. What do you guys think of signing
Kapler, grandfather of the smoke?
What do you guys think is signing Madison Bumgarner to be a reliever?
We'll come back to San Francisco
as a reliever. Come on.
I think I wouldn't be surprised if he goes to Texas, to be honest with you.
Is he going to play? You think anybody's going to sign him?
Honestly, they might not sign him.
Why didn't anybody sign him last year? Maybe he comes back. Maybe he went to Driveline this past several months and
fastball's up to 95 or something.
Wouldn't that be something?
Well, there you go. There's his career. You want his 8-year career? There it is right here.
All right. I want to look at his Cy Young Award year. What was that? 18?
There's 2018.
Okay, 1.89 ERA. Look at 19.
19? 4.29.
All right, then look at 21. Forget 2020. That was just
21.
4.2. Let me see his walks to strikeouts. Innings pitched 128. Can you blow that up a little bit more, or is that as big as it'll go?
This is where it gets dumb. Here we go. We'll just keep it like that.
Okay.
Here's you said 2019 or 2020? You were 2021. Strikeouts 170, walks 69.
And
he led the league in strikeouts this year.
Yep.
Okay. 22, 8-10 with a 4.4.
No,
3.38.
Oh, I'm looking at that's win loss percentage. Okay.
See, what I like to look at is the FIP, because the FIP that if I'm not mistaken, that takes into consideration the defense. Right?
Yes,
exactly. So I mean, the thing against signing Snell is he has all these good FIPs, but the Giants don't have a good defense, right?
No.
They don't. The thing is, if you can sign a Bellinger or Rosarena or even a Chapman, right? Because he's a good defender.
I was talking myself into it because he's a name earlier. I'm talking myself out of a long 5-6 year deal. He's 31. He's going to be 31.
Who, Chapman or Snell?
No, Snell. He's 31 for probably. You're probably looking at between 25 and 30 million a year.
I mean, so many pitchers these days are like in their prime until like 36, 37.
I know, but
okay.
I'm just like, why don't the Braves sign any of these guys?
FIP takes fielding out of the equation, not in the equation.
It takes fielding out.
Okay.
So it's basically his skill as a pitcher without
exactly. It's just his pitching, like no defense.
Correct.
There's the defense doesn't boost you and it doesn't take you down.
Yeah, Verlander and
oh, geez, that's right.
Verlander and Scherzer.
Dan, we got to do this now before we forget.
What do we got?
Buster's got to choose where Yamamoto's going.
Oh, or is it too late? There we go. All right, everybody. Let's get that.
Here we go. I'll make sure I keep the music down. I had a little bit too high last night.
Alex Cobb is 36, and he just had one of his best years last year.
And he's got a new hip.
I know. That's 36, though, right? And Snell's only 30. So, I mean, it's obvious that down the line, these pitchers aren't going to be, their hips are going to go, their arms going to go. But I think 30 to 33, 34, that's still in your prime.
Yep. But here again, what's the chances of him actually wanting to come to San Francisco?
That's true, right? But money talks. Money does talk.
To an extent, yep, it does.
And I mean, you've heard Susan Slusser. She recently said that the Giants are going to.
Oh yeah, if Susan Slusser's coming out saying that they're going to focus on Snell, that tells you that Giants are out of Yamamoto.
Exactly, and they're just. I think that's what is going to happen. Yamamoto's going to sign, and then I think right after Yamamoto signs, I'm not going to say the Giants, but somebody will sign Snell or Stroman or Montgomery pretty soon after, just because that's their fallback plan.
It's crazy. I thought a lot more people would sign after Ohtani, but that's not happening.
It really hasn't.
You know why? Because it's Boras. Boras drags it out, man.
Exactly.
He'll drag it out to spring training.
He will. And I mean,
he's done that.
How many clients does he represent this free agency? He represents Bellinger. He represents Snell. I mean, how many more clients?
Reese, Hoskins.
Hoskins, yeah.
What other teams we got in the Yamamoto suite?
No, we got Yankees, Mets, Dodgers, Giants, and I think that's it. Maybe just take the Giants out.
We'll see.
Seriously.
Buster knows. He knows the region.
He knows the region.
Okay. Yes. He's okay. So Yamamoto's met with the Yankees, Mets, and Giants.
I got the Yankees.
Okay.
He's gonna
the Mets.
Good.
The Red Sox, apparently. He's supposed to meet with the Red Sox.
Oh, the Red Sox, LA.
And the Blue Jays.
And who's the Blue Jays? Yamamoto?
Yeah.
All right, let's put Toronto in there.
Toronto, and who else did you say? Red Sox.
So Red Sox. So Red Sox, Mets, Yankees, Dodgers, Blue Jays, Giants.
Oh, Buster's going to get a choice of 6. He'll probably try and steal all 6 of them real quick.
Did you see our last selection, Bora?
No, I didn't.
It was a disaster. The actual pick was awesome because he sniffed all 6 and then went to the Angels.
Uh-huh.
So that was okay. But
getting
to that point, that was rough.
Could this drag out a little bit? Could he be like just going from one?
No, the part that happened is Dan blew his whistle, scared the hell out of his dog.
I got my whistle right here. All right. Did you say Toronto?
Yeah.
Yeah, Toronto.
I didn't have a red pen Sharpie, so the Red Sox are in black. All right.
I think Hoskins is going to sign late because I think Hoskins is a prime candidate for that 1 to 2 year opt out deal where he gets to prove it.
And you know who's the king of opt outs?
All right. I mean, I've heard
I'll be back in a minute. I gotta get the tweets.
I've heard so many people link the Giants to Hoskins. Bay Area news, MLB Network. So many people have mentioned Hoskins to the Giants. But I think really for this to be a successful offseason, I think the Giants have to do 2 more things. They either say, you know what, we're going to go with the young kids. Tell everybody you're going to go with the young kids and don't sign anybody else. Sign some like free agent relievers and just go all in with the young kids. Yep. Or you go all in with free agency and trade.
This half.
You get Snell, you get Yamamoto, you get Montgomery, you get Stroman, you get Bellinger, you get Arozarena, you get Glasnow, you get a bunch of these guys, not all those guys, but a mix of those guys where your team looks really new, right? And people are excited for the season, but you can't just do this. We sign Lee, we sign Matt Chapman, and we sign, I don't know, whoever as a reliever. You can't do that and expect.
You got to go all in with the youth or all in with rebuilding from trades and free agents. Exactly.
You can't. You got to do one or the other. Exactly. Yeah. Take some risks. Sign some players. Right. Don't either sign some players or roll with the farm. You can't just sign. You can't just sign no one, or you can't sign. You just can't sign 2 people. You can't and call it a successful offseason because you've talked your talk. You got to walk the walk.
Yes.
You've talked so much. last year, last trade, the trade deadline, this offseason, you've talked so much. We want to get a front of the line starter. We're in on Ohtani. We're in on Lee. We got Lee. You can't do nothing because it'll just disappoint the fan base even more, and you'll get heads calling for you.
Yep.
Hey guys, I've got these set up, but should I turn them upside down so I don't see them? And then we turn them back over, or leave them?
Let's turn them upside down.
Because I know where they're at. I'll have to shuffle them. I'll shuffle them, turn them upside down.
People think you might be adjusted. Make sure, hey,
I'll put the camera on.
There you go. Here, actually, let's go ahead and do this.
Can you guys see?
Oh, that's perfect.
Wait, hold on. What are we looking at down here? We're all down here, so.
All right.
Can you see that down there?
Yeah, you're good. Yep, that's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, people in the chat, if you are a fan of the Warriors, check out our Dan and Eric's live stream from earlier before. Talking about Draymond Green's suspension.
Indefinite
suspension. He's gonna have to get medical or therapeutic, whatever. He's gonna have to go to therapy or something.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever. They got to move on.
Yeah.
There he goes. He's shuffling it. It bleeds right through. He gets out.
All right, Eric. What's your prediction? Where will Buster? Go?
That's a good question. Where's Buster gonna go? He had an affinity for the Angels last time. He might so he's picking the region. I hate to say it. I think he's gonna pick the Dodgers.
I think he's gonna choose the Yankees.
You say Yankee? Okay.
I'm saying Yankees.
All right. I have to get the music ready.
Chat, what do you guys think?
Let's hear in the chat. Hold on.
Where's Buster going to pick?
Oh, there he goes. Here goes the treats. And I'll give the play-by-play here. And chat, just so you guys know, that is human grade dog treats. Dan does not give junk to his dogs, so we're good. All right.
Okay, can we see those?
Yeah, we can see him. Let me know when he starts coming in so I can hit the music.
All right, let me bring him in. Keep it low.
Yep.
Let's get the drum roll going.
Let's see if I can come over here with the mic here. He's going to come to the door, so the camera's set over there.
Okay.
I got to make sure Faith doesn't come in here. Hold on. Faith, you stay. Faith. Hold on. Faith, stay. Hold on, guys. I got to put this.
Just let me know when he comes through the door. He didn't hear me, I don't think.
Buster, come here. Get over here. Sit.
All right. Here we go. Come in. NorCal Sports Network.
Turn it down a little bit. He's going to walk over there soon.
All right. We got the music going, Dan. We're good to go.
Okay. Buster.
We will determine where Yamamoto will finish.
Where is Yamamoto going?
24 baseball season.
Come here. Buster, sit.
Waiting for Buster to show up. Got the teams lined up.
Come on, Buster. Come on.
He's being called over.
Come on, Buster. Over there. Here he comes.
He's pointing.
Oh, he's going the wrong way.
He's going the wrong way, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what this is going to mean. We got Buster looking at the camera.
Come on over here.
No interest in the treats whatsoever.
I get it.
He's kind of sweet.
I get it.
Doesn't look interested. Come on.
He's not interested in any of these teams.
He's just standing
signed with the Padres.
What's your boy? Ladies and gentlemen.
He's a little scared. He doesn't know what's going on. Here, Buster.
I'm trying to figure out where this dog is going to go and find out where Yamamoto will fit. He's getting dizzy with this camera footage. He's still sitting, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what we're doing here, but I'm still talking. I'm
didn't like any of the teams.
I am getting a little bit of motion sickness. I may have to get a bag to puke in. He's enticing with the trainer. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Buster to determine where we're going to go. And as the music fades out, I don't know what I'm going to do. Here comes the music again. Oh my God, I can't keep talking.
We're going to let him go. I'm going to sit down.
Dan's going to sit down. We're trying a new tactic here.
And then he's going to, as he goes over there, we'll see what he does.
He's going to lie down.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to try this again. Dan is now sitting in the chair. Buster is laying down right at his feet. As an excellent obedient dog, he is just laying there. Has no interest whatsoever in where Yamamoto wants to go. Maybe Yamamoto goes back to Japan. Does not want to pitch in the United States. Maybe he just wants to stay in his home country. That's what it looks like, ladies and gentlemen. Buster has chosen that Yamamoto will stay in Japan. That is the choice. That is the choice, ladies and gentlemen.
Buster, go get it.
Oh my God.
Come on.
We never saw this coming. He says, hell with the United States. I don't want to pitch in the United States. Why do I want to go there? I'm going to pitch for my people. That's what he wants.
All right. I'm going to give him a little treat. I'm going to give him a little treat to get him going.
Oh, dear God, man. He eats a treat. Dan is coaxing him. Will he have the ability to choose for the next team where Yamamoto will pick? Oh, crazy. Oh, dear God.
Come on, the music. We only got so long on the show.
Oh, God. Come on, Buster.
We might have to call in Faith.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Let me pause this.
You're losing your Buster.
It looks like there may be a change.
I think
Dan will have to go to the bullpen. It's going to be a quick hook for Buster. He can't get the job done.
I'm bringing
in the lefty. He just doesn't have it today. It looks
Buster,
like
you blew it.
We are going to the pin.
You're gone.
Faith. Oh, there it is. There's the hook. The manager's coming out, calling for the left-hander out of the bullpen. It's going to be Faith to make this determination. We don't know the reliability. Faith has kind of been struggling coming out of the pen lately, so I don't know what's going to happen here. Will Faith be able to get the job done? Will Faith be able to determine where Yamamoto was going to pitch in the 2024 baseball season? Stand by, ladies and gentlemen, as we take this commercial break. Oh my God. Okay. All right. That was a quick 5-second break. Dan has given the ball to Faith the dog. It has now been turned over to Faith to determine where Yamamoto will pitch. She's looking, she's sniffing. Where's she going? He takes it. Who's it going to be? Oh, what's going on? Who's it going to be? Yamamoto is going to pitch for the New York Mets, ladies and gentlemen. The New York Mets has won the ability to sign Yamamoto. Incredible. Not quite of an upset. They were up there. They were up there in vying for the services of Mr. Yamamoto. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, we had to go from Buster to Faith to get this done. But the decision has been made. New York Mets will sign Yamamoto. Oh, God.
You heard it here, folks. Like that. This is the best prediction channel you can get.
The quality of entertainment on this channel is bar none the best. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Whew. That took some work.
Can we get the year and the amount next?
Yeah, I know. Oh, I'm not even trying to do that. I'm gonna lose my voice. Well, Dan, that took some work. You're muted.
We had to go to the pen.
I had to go to the pen.
That was
Buster
perfect.
Get it done.
Baseball, Buster didn't get it done. He didn't have it today.
Didn't have it. No.
He was a little nervous. You could tell. He just didn't have the same stuff that he normally has.
Yeah.
And he blew it in the moment. And so now we go to the pen, and Faith comes in and
locks it down. She locked it down.
She locked it down. She sniffed the Giants first.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw the sniff.
She sniffed it.
Wasn't happy.
She said, "No, don't like the smell.
Don't like the smell." Oh my God!
Maybe if it was a turd. Maybe if it was a turd. Maybe if it was a turd, she would have eaten it. She would have taken it.
Oh man! Oh my gosh!
Oh gosh! Could you imagine? Oh gosh!
Oh man! Wow! Man, I'm telling you, we are putting out some amazing content.
Kyle just stepped in. He says, "What did I miss?" I'm late.
Rewind it about 10 minutes. Oh my God!
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh gosh! Way to go, girl. Way to go,
She got
Faith.
it done, though.
She got it done, and you know what? I think she might be right.
You might be right.
Where were the Dodgers? Oh, they were way over at the other end.
On the complete other end.
I just shuffled them. I laid them down one by one. I didn't put them in order based on. And I just shuffled them, and then whatever was on the top, I put down next. So,
PK wants to know. He says, "Can we do sports phones 680?" We're gonna work on trying to get a phone line to figure this out.
Yeah, we are working on that, PK. We're trying to figure out how to do that. When Ryan and I were on the Krug show, Ryan had a setup where you
call into a
number and just talk. And I'm trying to get a hold of Rye. Let me see here.
You know what, Matthew? You were correct. He said second from the left at the beginning, and he got it right. Matt did. I saw that.
Oh, did he really?
Very good, Matt. Yeah, he didn't know who the team was. He just said it's going to be second from the left.
Is that a dog thing, Matthew, or maybe they kind of
dog whisperer?
Didn't Buster choose a second from the left the other night?
He did. He absolutely did. But no. But you got to remember, Buster went all the way down the line and came back.
He came back and he took the second
but
from
it was
the
still
left.
Second to the left.
Interesting. Senior softball. How to take calls on a live stream.
There you go.
Is there a link to that?
Into YouTube. Oh, speaking of which,
Spencer Stewart face smelled the feces coming from San Francisco. Went to the Mets.
Hold on, I better check the. I haven't closed out the damn poll yet. I guess I better do that. Okay, 60 votes are in. I'm ending the poll. Guess what the results are? 54% to cut down Triples Alley. 45% to stay the same. That's what
our fan base doesn't know what they're talking about. Sorry.
Okay, fan base. Did you hear that? Did you hear what he said? He said, did you hear what he just said to you? Say it one more time to my chat.
One more time.
Say it one more time. I dare you.
You dare me?
Go ahead. Tell my chat they're not smart. Go ahead.
Chat, you do not know what you.
Okay. You know what? That's easy. That is very easy to.
I saw that one coming. One coming. Trust me, I've experienced that.
Yeah, we put him on Bora Island.
Banished, exiled.
Telling my chat doesn't know it. I have the smartest chat in the YouTube atmosphere. Hemisphere, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, We don't know what we're talking about, do we? Here, we'll bring Bora back in.
He kicked himself
Oh
out.
my
He
God.
kicked himself out.
Did you hear that in the YouTube atmosphere? And then he says hemisphere.
Oh man.
Oh, damn, man.
Hey, I didn't get through the 7th grade, so give me a break.
I love it. In the YouTube atmosphere. I love it.
Yeah, Kerry Crowley's. Well, he was coming. He was coming on until he saw the last 15 minutes.
Oh man, what the hell did I just drop?
Yeah, Kerry Crowley will be joining us. We'll come on a little earlier tomorrow night, gang. 8:00. 8:00 instead of 8:30.
Yep.
Yeah.
It should be a lot of fun.
Maybe can we make that last two? Maybe we can make that whole video thing. Where were Yamamoto sign?
Oh yeah, I'll make that in a. That's not going to be a short. That's going to be a video because that was.
Is that about 5-7 minutes?
Somewhere around there. Yeah, that'll be good. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, Buster. Yeah, I like the part where we got Buster out. Just put him in the pen.
Yeah,
call to the pin.
Yep.
Call to the pin. And look, Faith's still here. Buster is gone. He is like, he knows the manager he's facing the manager's wrath. And he got the heck out, and he's not even in the clubhouse. He's left.
He's left. He said, I'm gone.
He went home, and PK says, check MLB trade rumors. Let's go there right now. Hold on.
Checking there right now. See what we got.
That's just the Ohtani no trade clause.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We covered that. We covered that at the beginning. Okay. Yeah. What is this? This fan will self-destruct in 10 seconds. Kings Talk. Somebody wants Kings Talk. Yeah, this is NorCal Sports Network. Anybody want to talk Kings and host a little? I'll bring you in, and
yeah.
If two guys want to kind of do rap Kings Talk and come in and Eric will moderate.
Sure.
We'll do a Kings night. You guys want to do a Kings night some night? Capture the Sacramento audience.
Yeah, why not? Right? Nothing wrong with that.
Who's down? Who's down? I know Will Martinez would probably be one, and Senior.
Oh, Will B. Will B is a big Kings fan.
Will B.
Yep.
Will B's not in here tonight, is he? I haven't seen him.
I'm not sure. He might be just lurking.
Will B. I hope I see you in a week. In the fantasy football playoffs. Dang. I should have had the bye. I lost my bye.
Ibrahim says, I'll do it. All right, cool.
Ibrahim Khan is you'll have to go through our
Travis A. He says he's for it.
Right. You'll have to call HR and they'll set up an interview.
Appointment.
Schedule an appointment. We'll have an interview. Just kind of make sure, we want to make sure of your knowledge and make sure you're not, I'm just joking. We'll have, but we just definitely have to have Eric doing the mod. It'd just be, yeah. So we get some Kings talk going in here. Maybe we can do a particular segment, time.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Maybe like before we come on, we're coming on at 8:30. Maybe come on like for an hour, 7:30 to 8:30, one night a week.
Yeah.
Or if they want to do it, if it's a success, do it a couple nights a week.
Yeah.
Will Martinez, I'm turning my bathroom into a booth. So give me some.
Here we go. So anyone wants to do King stuff, there is the email to contact myself or Dan.
Yeah, NorCal Sports Network at gmail.com. What other sports we got in the
hockey with the Kings, or not the
Niners.
Kings, Sharks.
Niners.
Well, you and Los can.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we cover the Niners too, but I don't have the time to do too many shows, So if we want to do a more of a dedicated once or twice a week or something show for a set period of time, this is the NorCal Sports Network, so it's a network, and we'll get this thing going, and ESPN will be all over us wanting to buy us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh man, can you imagine? Man, we couldn't have no more fun though. They'd be telling us, okay, you got to be in there with a suit and a tie.
Oh man,
no more farts.
There's no way I could let that go. Let ESPN corporate come in and take away my personality. Just not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
Not gonna do it.
Not gonna do it. Just not gonna do it.
Oh yeah, that's a good thing that PK Man brings up.
What's that?
The MLB prospect tournament thing. Do you guys hear about that?
No.
It's apparently going to be, I don't know if it's like a tournament or something, but the top prospects from every team are going to be facing off somehow, whether it's like in a game or let me try to.
Oh wow, it's already 11 o'clock.
Yes, it is.
Wow, it's going to almost 2.5 hours. We'll wrap this up, guys.
Okay,
shortly.
This spring, the best prospects from every MLB team are going to play a game against each other, against other teams' top minor leaguers at a big league spring training stadium. The event is called Spring Breakout. The details are at ESPN.com.
Wow.
Interesting.
Okay, there's a whole article by Jeff Passan.
Oh, wow. Interesting. Wouldn't it be prudent? Very good, Woodpit. Wouldn't it be prudent?
It's a pretty short article. Do you want me to read it? I could read it right now.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. Major League Baseball will showcase the sport's best young players during a series of spring training games it's calling Spring Breakout, the league announced Wednesday. The event, scheduled to take place March 14th through the 17th, will pit an organization's best prospect group against another teams in a game that's part of a doubleheader with a regularly scheduled spring game. Although highly regarded prospects often participate in major league spring training games, rosters filled with the best minor league players from each team typically participate on the backfields at spring complexes. Spring Breakout will bring the top caliber players over the big league field and look to leverage the opportunity to better market minor leaguers, an added point of emphasis for MLB since it started running the minor leagues in 2021. All 30 teams will participate in the event, which will combine the game with in-person autograph sessions and other meet the prospect opportunities, and the league could televise Spring Breakout games on MLB Network. Spring Breakout will provide a new opportunity to showcase the future stars of the game as they continue on their journey to the major leagues, MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred said in a prepared statement. Our fans will get unique opportunities to meet our best prospects, get autographs, and see the next generation of major leaguers up close. We are thrilled that Major League Baseball, Minor League Baseball, and all of our clubs are working closer than ever to grow the game and shine a brighter light on our future All-Stars. Farm directors surveyed by ESPN were generally optimistic about the event, while MLB teams have balked at allowing their best players to participate in the World Baseball Classic. The short window for Spring Breakout, along with the ability to keep players near spring facilities, sold them on the concept. If the event does find success, the ability for it to grow in a season is limitless. MLB could stage a tournament or run it into a week-long event. Already, MLB is planning to increase its coverage of the minor leagues on its app and digitally.
Interesting.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know how that's exactly going to work. So is it going to be like the top 3 prospects of the Giants and like the Padres and Dodgers are going to be all on one team, or I don't necessarily.
Breaking news, guys.
Oh no. Do you want me to hit it? Hold on.
We've
What
just
do we got
been
here. Here we go. Hands up for something. Golly.
NorCal Sports has just been bought out by ERSPM, and we bring in SBP.
Oh my.
Welcome to the new show, everybody. Hey, everybody. All right. Welcome to the show. We've been bought out. Said we couldn't have fun. We're still doing it.
Oh my gosh. I should never encourage. Never. You see, this is what people miss when they leave too early. This is what happens.
Yes. So I gotta put my. All right. What do we got here? Do Farhan. You guys want me to do Farhan?
Oh.
I'd have to put on my other shirt.
No, you don't have to do that, do you?
I can do Farhan. Hi. Someone's got to interview me, though.
Go for it, Bora. I interviewed him. Go for it.
I think I hear someone calling my name. I think.
Okay, here we go. Where can we go with this?
Hold
so,
on.
Farhan, I heard.
I got to change my name in here.
Okay.
How do I change my name in that thing?
Oh, you got to back out and come back in.
Should I back out?
You got to back out? Or are you going to just...
I leave studio. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, you got to leave the studio.
All right, I'll come.
Oh, my God. Okay, come on, chat. What questions do you want me to ask Farhan? You're going to need some help here. Ask him about Lee. Okay, yeah, that's good. Pig in a pickle this weekend. Oh, man, I don't know. I'm debating. Are you going to go down there, Kyle? You thinking about it? It's a heck of a drive. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. I think it'd be fun, but man, I don't want to deal with that damn Bay Area traffic. Oh, okay. Who cuts Farhan's hair? Okay.
What a
He's 3. Oh my gosh. All right, let me I'll let you know by tomorrow, Kyle. We need a Sacramento meetup. Yeah, I still want to go to the Sacramento, California, or the California Railroad Museum. I still want to meet up over there. Oh my God. Oh my God. Farhan Z. All right, here we go.
Hi, everybody.
Farhan Z. Welcome to NorCal Sports Network.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Awesome. We got young Bora down there and myself, Eric, and we'll ask you some questions. Actually, I will just ask the questions. I already polled the chat to see, what they want me to ask you. One that PK is asking, who cuts your hair?
Well, that's a good question, Eric. Sometimes I go to Sports Clips, and other times Mrs. Z just does it for me.
Mrs. Z, fair enough. Good answer. Okay. I see you guys just signed Young Hoo Lee from the KBO. What are your expectations of said player in his first MLB season?
Well, we really like Young Hoo Lee. He's did an excellent job in Korea. He's got great bat to ball skills, and we're really excited about having him play every day. As you know, Eric, we've been looking for everyday ball players, but we think Young Hoo. We don't want to put a lot of pressure on him, but we do think he could be the next 400 hitter.
Oh, well, this poses another question. it's recently come out that the Giants have the most expensive outfield in the National League West. Seems like you got a backlog of outfielders out there. You have any plans for the surplus?
Well, we're always looking on the market to improve and upgrade, and we've got a lot of players that people really like. So we're going to be looking at the trade market. We're not really sure exactly what we may get, but we know that guys really like our clubs, and I've talked to a lot of GMs, and they're on the, they're asking. I'm not going to name particular names or anything like that, but we're the San Francisco Giants, and people love the Giants and love to put a Giants uniform on.
And you said there, you mentioned markets. There's a lot of pushback coming from the fan base, asking, what type of market are you actually shopping at?
Well, we like the flea market.
Yes.
What about the farmer's market? You like the farmer's market?
Farmer's market, it depends what kind of fresh veggies they got for the day, but we generally like, we like the dollar store is a good marketplace. The flea market.
Farmer's market. I heard they have a lot of beans at the flea market.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Oh my God.
There it is, everybody.
Right.
Thanks for coming, everybody.
Aren't you? Hey, ask me some more questions. I'm a little fearful I may not be doing this much longer.
So, what do you think your chances are signing that young Yamamoto? I heard there's a prediction out there that he may be going to the New York Mets.
Well,
there's a very credible source that predicted it.
Well, I can't really comment too much on the players themselves. We have interest. As far as chances, I think, I would say we're shopping at the top end right now, but it's a very competitive market, and I'm trying like crazy to get anybody that'll come and sign with us.
There's also been reports that Buster Posey is playing a bigger factor in trying to recruit free agents.
Yeah, Buster's great. He's fantastic. He's a breath of fresh air to me, and we just think the world of Buster, and he's helping tremendously. He's been a tremendous asset to the whole baseball operation side of the things.
Okay, we have another question from the chat. Farhan, this is from Kyle McKiernan.
I see that over there.
Dedicated chat member. He doesn't miss a show. Dedicated. He says, Farhan. Actually, sorry, Fargon.
Fargon is the name. Yes, I'm Fargon.
What's your favorite kind of chili? And do you have a top 5 chili?
I love chili dogs. I love I would say
do you like beans in your chili?
Oh yeah, I sure do. Gee, excuse me.
Oh man, no one's taking this serious, man. No one's gonna take it serious. We just got monetized, and here we are. Oh man.
Far gone, yes. We.
Woo!
Oh, I had the wrong glasses on. That was it. That's why I didn't look quite like Farhan. There we go. Farhan.
That's way better.
Is that better?
Woo! Much better.
Last question, Eric. I've got to get running here.
Here we go.
Ask me some baseball questions. Why do you ask me about Chile?
Hey, the chat asked. Let's see. Is there another?
How that young guy down there at the bottom of the screen? I'm looking for a new analytics guy. I've heard he's pretty good. I'm looking for a protege. What's his name? Maybe is that Tora? What? Maybe help me with Yamamoto.
PK wants to know: are you going to sign Matt Chapman?
Well, that would be some kind of I'd be breaking some rules if I said I was going to sign him. Are we interested in signing him? Yes. Are we going to? I can't tell you. And I can't even tell you that we've signed anybody yet because, pending physicals, all those things.
Are you worried about Lee's upcoming?
I can't comment on that. I'm sorry. We just can't comment on that. Comment on that.
Do you fear another Correa incident?
I can't comment on that. I'd love to, but we're prohibited in this atmosphere of trying to do this stuff. The atmosphere.
Yeah, this YouTube hemisphere.
Atmosphere. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, man.
But we are working diligently. I just would want to say this to our fans. We are working diligently at getting the best ball club for your San Francisco Giants. This is a prideful organization. It's the winningest organization in the history of Major League Baseball, and I am proud to be a part of it. And, a lot of people have said that I'm some kind of plant from the Dodgers, and, that could not be further from the truth. I know I've torn this organization down over the last 5 years, but it's my job to build it back up. And by golly, I will do whatever it takes.
Fantastic. Farhan, thank you for your time. We appreciate it.
Well, thank you. And it was a pleasure to have me on. And you guys want me to plug your show a little bit? You need
Absolutely. We're
okay.
On daily. NorCal Sports Network, talking all California, Northern California sports.
Let me give you a plug here. Hi, everybody. This is Farhan Z from the San Francisco Giants. And I just want to say, listen to these guys on NorCal Sports Network. They have got it together, and they're going places. In fact, we think so highly of them, we may hire them to do our broadcast.
Wow, thank you for the interview.
Fantastic.
Thank you. You guys are very welcome, and love to do it anytime. Thanks. Appreciate it. I'll come back another time. Thanks so much, everybody. Bye.
Oh, my God. Man. Cheap laughs here on NorCal Sports Network. Oh, my gosh.
If you stuck with us till the end, we're sorry.
I can't believe we still have 100 people still in the chat with all this. Oh, my gosh. What is going on? What is going on? Whew. This is what happens when you go over 2.5 hours on a live stream.
Yep.
Now let's wait for Dan to come back. Let's see. Casey Schmidt might be the last Giant that ever comes on the show. You might be onto something there, Will. You really might. Yeah.
Hey guys, what's up?
Hey, what's up? Missed a great interview with Farhan Z.
Really?
Yeah. Matter of fact, Will Martinez says Casey Schmidt might be the last Giant ever to come on the show.
Whoa, you guys had Farhan on?
Farhan, man, it was amazing. You gotta go take a look at it, man. He talked about the markets that he's exploring, and
I can't take the name Farhan Z seriously.
oh man.
Just the Z, no Zaidi, just the Z.
This Farhan Z.
Farhan
That sounds like
Z.
some kind of superhero or something.
Some like made up creature.
You gotta be careful of copywriting. You know,
I know exactly. Yep.
impersonating, saying you're someone.
Someone that you ain't. Yeah.
Oh gosh. Anyway, yeah. Watch that name take off.
Oh my god! I know,
internet,
right?
All over Twitter. Farhan.
Next thing you know, you're like, "Who is this guy?"
Ah.
I was telling Boras, I can't believe we held 100 people in the chat for that whole thing.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, it's like, hey, you stay up past 11. This is what happens, man. I mean,
Yep.
After hours.
This is-
NorCal Network after hours.
Yep.
This is after hours entertainment.
Oh,
This is we can't do this between our normal hours, man.
No.
Otherwise,
The select audience.
yeah, select eyes. So stay tuned for after hours. Yeah, this we'll try and have some cheap entertainment. Anyway, man, we'll be back tomorrow night, right? At 8
o'clock. We're gonna have a special guest.
Yeah, Kerry Crowley.
Hopefully,
unless he gets a hold of this last half hour. Obviously, keep it serious when we, we're a serious sports talk show. Okay, we really are.
You gotta have fun every so often, though.
Have some fun. I mean, even the guys on the radio have fun.
Exactly.
It's entertainment. Come on. Yeah, PK, man. Jim on base was on the beginning of the show, first 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah, he was good. Yeah.
So Terry Crowley, formerly of San Jose Mercury, right?
He was with KMBR.com, and he was also with the Mercury.
The
Absolutely.
Mercury, and he's doing his own thing now, and we'll plug that tomorrow night, so everybody will give him a big lift there and shout out. So we'll see what this thing goes. Free agency is just moving as a snail's pace.
It's horrible. Not good for the sport.
It's moving at a Snell's pace.
At a snail's pace.
Snell.
It's really not. I wish it could be like football. First day of free agency and like 10 guys signed right off the bat.
Yeah,
and it's a shame because baseball brought back so many fans this year. It's like this is not how you capitalize on bringing back the fan base.
No, exactly. They should have a designated free agency time.
Shardal says he sent me an email and I didn't respond. Well, Shardal, when I'm on this show, I don't really look at my email, so sorry. It's ridiculous that they wait so long. I mean, the season ended November 3rd or 4th. That's when free agency officially opened. It's been going for 6 weeks, and there's been one major signing. The rest of the signings have been like
one major trade, one major signing.
Yeah, so it's Soto and Ohtani.
That's it.
Now, come on. This is it just doesn't make any sense. I don't know why players are not moving. It's been almost 5 days, roughly, has it been since Ohtani actually
something like that, right?
signed Saturday. It was Saturday, right?
It was Saturday.
Today's Wednesday. It's Thursday almost.
Or 5 days, 4 or 5 days.
And then and nothing.
And I thought when he signed it, it was going to start.
Yeah, everybody said, "Oh, the floodgates are going to open up." Well, we'll see.
Apparently
so keep your guys 106 in there. Make sure you got your notifications bells on because if something does break, and we're not going to, Young Hoo Lee signed last night. We didn't come on immediately. Now had that been Shohei to the Giants, we would have been on within 5-10 minutes.
Okay? Oh yeah, easy. Yeah.
But if they sign like a Yamamoto tomorrow in the daytime, we'll be right on.
Yeah, we'll be right on. Absolutely.
Yeah. Even if I'm in a sales call, I'll just do it from my phone and say, "Hey, breaking news," you know.
Yep.
And then Eric can take the horse, you know, and Bora maybe. Bora, you got finals next week or this week?
I just finished finals today. I have another final tomorrow, and then I'm done.
What time tomorrow?
3.
Oh, no wonder you're up. Okay.
Yeah.
If it was at 8 in the morning, you'd be
no. I'd be asleep.
Yeah. So 3 and 3, and then you've got. And did you? How many final classes did you have? 2 already?
I've had 1 final so far. I have 1 more tomorrow.
You feel good about it?
I feel pretty good. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you get your score on the wall, do they put it on the wall or do they just email it? What's it like today? I mean, when I was in college,
it's all on the computer now.
It's on Canvas. It's called
Canvas.
Yeah.
Or Brightspace.
You just have to walk into the. And it sucked because your name was on there with everybody else's.
Yeah.
It's like Coach Emilio. Where's? Oh crap! Everybody, man. Yeah, that's today, man. You do that, man. Hey, I'm suing you. You embarrassed me.
Yep.
Man, yeah. So, Dan, did I sit behind? Is that Jesus or Jesus in the 3rd grade? What?
Yes, I am senior.
So 1 more tomorrow, 3:00. Are you prepared?
Yeah, I am prepared. I've studied.
Is it a multiple choice or is it written?
No, it's English, so I have to write an essay.
Oh, there you go.
It's an in-class essay, yeah.
And can you choose your topic or do you pick or do they assign you the topic?
Yeah, we're choosing a topic. It's just a wide variety of what we've learned so far.
Got it.
My topic's baseball, so
I'm
gonna incorporate all that I've learned into.
There you go. See,
baseball.
NorCal Sports Network can help.
Yeah.
We provide educational benefits here.
Educational benefits, exactly. And wow, so you're going to write on baseball. And what's the theme about baseball? Like,
I honestly don't know yet. I know it's going to be about baseball. I might do like the Giants specifically or like the game of baseball. But
here's what your first sentence should be. I know you can't write it out the way it sounds, but it should be like, baseball been very, very good to me. You remember that line on Saturday Night Live? Do you guys remember that?
My mom watches Saturday Night Live. She would know.
Do you remember that, Eric?
That was like a long time ago.
That was like 35 years ago. Baseball been very, very good to me.
Unbelievable. NorCal Sports Network University. There you go.
It wasn't racist. I wasn't trying to be racist. No, I was.
Just remember, boy, good introduction.
Yeah.
Transition into the body. Then transition into the conclusion. And don't introduce any new information into the conclusion.
Yep. All right.
You got this.
I got it. Yep.
I guess I forget everybody. I grew up in an era where that was just funny.
No, I think they're joking. I think.
Okay. I hope people don't think it's racist. I don't even remember what the skit was or who they were trying to be, fun
I can't
of.
remember who they were. They were impersonating somebody.
I don't even remember who it was. I just remember the line. But no, there's. Okay, he's joking.
Yeah, it's joking.
Good. Yeah, because I don't have any racism in me at all, man. I despise racism. I really do. But cool. Well, good luck on that, Bora.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, he's Chinese. Cool. Or she. Wait. Yes.
It's Bora's friend, so I don't know.
Is that your friend? Do you know who that is?
Yeah, I do.
Is that? I can't. I can't see. Is that a picture of her there?
No, I think that's just a random picture.
Oh, okay. So he's not really Chinese?
No, he is Chinese.
He is Chinese.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I won't show my son. I don't want to show my kids, but I got 2 children from China adopted. Yeah.
I'm majoring in business. The Shaw Show. Yes.
Not tonight, PK. I'm thinking of maybe Saturday. That due to anniversary of when Battle of the Bulge kicked off. So that's what I'm thinking. We'll see what happens.
Awesome. All right. Well, good luck to Bora tomorrow. When do you driving home afterwards, or?
No, I'm flying home Saturday night.
Oh, flying home. I thought you had a car down there.
I do, but yeah, I've driven up like 3 times already, and the gas prices are going up. And
You sure you're not going to USC?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what that stands for, right?
What?
University of
school?
Spoiled.
Yeah.
University of Spoiled Children.
Oh, come on.
You're gonna fly from when you can. You're gonna fly.
The drive is it's like
What are you gonna do for a car when you get home?
I'm gonna use my mom's car.
Oh, see,
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, USC.
He's got a plan.
Goes
Yeah.
to USC.
No.
I'm teasing you. Oh man, I drove home once when I was at school in San Diego in college. I got to Concord in 7 hours.
What the hell were you doing, man?
I was
Jeez.
flying.
Holy shit.
I was going.
You
about
got the thing.
95
The thing
the
is,
whole way.
it's gonna be like 8 hours if I drive during the day because of traffic. Either rush hour traffic in LA or San Francisco. So I like driving either at night or early in the morning.
Yeah. Well, would he fly out of OC? John Wayne?
Yeah, John Wayne. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that a private plane? Maybe going to Toronto or?
I could arrange that.
Wouldn't that be something? It gets off the plane. It's Bora. It's like we're looking for Shohei and it's Bora. Comes off the plane.
Looking for Yamamoto. Yamamoto from Orange County to San Francisco.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yes, we're gonna follow.
There you go.
We're gonna follow your flight. We're gonna. What time's your flight? We'll put it out that Yamamoto is.
I think it's like 9 or something.
Yamamoto is flying right now on a plane to. Oh man. All right, guys.
Sources have told me Yamamoto's on a flight.
So you're gonna be you're home for like 3 weeks? Did you say?
No, I'm home for like
6 weeks
and a half. Yeah.
You got? How do you get that long off between
Yeah,
semesters?
crazy.
I don't know. I got a lot.
When do they start back up? In February?
Basically, like January 30th.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shoot, I might enroll back at Orange Coast College. Is that Orange Coast you're at?
Yeah.
Dang, I like those schedule.
Right? It's a nice schedule.
Yeah, dang,
Mm-hmm.
that's awesome. So, well, you gonna go to Pig in the Pickle Sunday?
I might, depending on how tired I am, because
Yeah.
I'll
that's-
probably go out.
Oh,
with
you're
friends
going
Saturday
home
night.
Saturday night. Yeah. How
Yeah,
far is
no.
Corte Madera from the city? I don't.
It's like probably a 20-minute drive.
That's not bad.
Corte Madera, is that over the Golden Gate?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is,
It's
right?
the north
It's
side
Mhm.
of
near
Gold.
Sausalito, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. My aunt and uncle used to live in Tiburon.
Okay.
Yeah, before they lived in on right off. What was that street? Greenwich. What was that?
Hi.
Greenwich. Hyde and Greenwich, or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Haight Ashbury?
What's that district called? It's called the
Russian Hill.
Russian Hill, right? Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then they moved to Tiburon. So, yeah. Well, cool guys. Bora, I guess we won't see you until maybe next week.
Probably, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you're flying out tomorrow, and then Friday night Who knows? You said you're going home tomorrow night, right?
No, Saturday night.
Oh, Saturday night.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, tomorrow's Thursday. You might be around, right?
I should be around Thursday, Friday, maybe even Saturday, depending on what time.
Yeah. Okay. Well, cool. All right. Yes, Bora is in California. He's in Orange County.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Right next to Shohei.
Yeah, right next to Shohei.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right. Well, everybody have a great one. It's a wrap here tonight. We want to thank our guest, Jim on Base, and
the Jim on Base Show. Check them out. Make sure you subscribe.
And special thanks to Farhan Z, who joined us.
That was fantastic.
And
that was a great booking right there.
Yep. See if we can get him back.
And let's not forget, good old Faith made the decision.
Yes. Faith says that, and look for that in a clip sometime tomorrow.
Yeah.
Faith did choose Yamamoto's destination, the New York Mets.
Yes.
So there it is.
There it is.
Yep.
There's the prediction.
Thank you, Faith. Thanks to Buster, who had a bad outing tonight.
Bad outing.
Bad outing. Didn't even get one out.
Couldn't even get through
Exactly. Didn't even get through the first. All right, guys. Have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow night, 8 o'clock with Kerry Crowley. Thank you. Bye.